Hello, YouTube. This is another great Goo Coaching session with Legendary 5 once again. This time we are going to be doing some replay reviews after he participated in the tournament this last weekend. And he got second place. Nice job, buddy.
Thank you.
So we're going to go ahead and start doing some replay reviews. And I guess we can probably go through most, if not all of them.
Yeah.
So this is one of your first games, right?
Quick. That was, I believe, my very first game.
Against Yoshi, another Goo player, also relatively new. So let's go ahead and hop in. If I remember correctly, this one just kind of snowballed, right?
I believe so. Because this was the one where I felt like it was over like 5 minutes before it was done, I think. And he just was running around the map, and I was hunting him with like several armies of Striders and Radiants.
Yeah, that's never fun.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is a tournament, so I can kind of understand him trying to prolong the game, but still.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I understand the sentiment. It's just like, I think I even said it when I was streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, it was like before the end of the game. I was probably earlier than I actually had like a really secure like place.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, well, the game's pretty much over. I just have to hunt him down now. And then like 10 minutes later, I ended the game. Okay, maybe not 10, but you know.
Right. For sure. All right. Immediately went to that corner. So, have you looked at any of the replays?
Yeah, I looked at this one a little bit. I haven't like really watched them all through. I kind of skimmed through most of them just to find out which ones I wanted to know the most about.
Right. Yeah. No. This is one of those examples of pathing that I talked about.
Yeah.
He went for the long path here.
Mm-hmm.
So not so good for him. It's actually slightly more efficient on this map for you to take one of the bombs and go back, I believe.
I was debating
close.
that, but I like to have I was thinking in Goo vs Goo because I played him specifically so many times as like the practice. Like I played like 4 or 5 as practice, and he always likes to he always shows up where I am. And because we had talked about like getting the center control, I figured we might both try to rush really hard to the center, and I wanted both of my moms as close to the center as possible.
Right.
So I didn't want to send one back.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, that makes sense, right? You do really want to have control of the center, especially on this map.
Yeah.
But just for the sake of example, like I know you already know, but this just kind of shows it, right? For Goo pathing, what he took was an inefficient path by going up here, where there's just a lot of downtime. So your first mom has already finished processing one, as is about to start the second. His is not quite finished with his first one, but he's about to pick up his second. So you have a slight edge there. And then down here, you've already picked up 2, and he's just started picking up his first one. So
yeah,
not too much of a difference on this map, right?
Yeah.
But still, that's like 3-4 seconds that you're going to get a small protein up before him. So if you are closer, then that's where you really notice a difference. But we can keep going. Now, here's kind of interesting. I think he doesn't see you.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see him.
And now he should know.
On the cliff.
He should know by looking at the
spigot.
Yeah, the spigot.
Yeah, because it was
But he doesn't even look.
Or when he first got vision, it wasn't spewing yet. It wasn't ready to harvest.
It's still down. Yeah. But yeah, he wasn't looking. That's okay. I mean, can't really blame him for focusing on that Drover for a second. This is pretty awkward on his part. I don't know why he'd try to look back in with the low health Drover, but because like you're like okay every time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I figured since he saw me, he would send a small protein, which is why I really early made a small protein.
Yeah.
Because and they're also in the brush, so I could use them right away.
I would suggest you wait and then just have a Drover in each of these bushes, right? Just so you know, like, hey, he's not here. Yeah, and then you can do something like this, right? Because right now you could actually, like for example, if you would conveniently made this into a small, you wouldn't be able to make a mom now because you had to make this into a small.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to do it like as last minute as possible, and then
Uh-huh.
this should probably just be a mom right away because you're not feeling any pressure and you have
Yeah.
control of these bushes.
Yeah, I do think I make it into a mom. I was just slow because I was microing my drovers somewhere, and I'm not
Yeah,
that fast.
no, it's okay. Like I'm sure a lot of this is for the most part going to be you not doing it right away just from lack of experience.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
I don't know why I went with my drovers to scout as like a 5. I probably should have just kept them back because now I think
yeah,
I lose the trade here
should
if I do
have
that.
should have kept him down as like one, if anything, scouting. I'd personally
Yeah.
just be like, okay, I know he's made one. We're even on moms. I've controlled the center, right?
Hmm.
And then I'd consider moving out when I'm on my fourth mom, but I don't know. I'm kind of a greedy player like that, so
Yeah, I saw exactly how many small proteins he had, so I knew I could take a pretty big trade. I should have microed this back once I already won that. I think I lose 2 extra drovers here, maybe 1. Yeah, 2 extra drovers that I didn't need to lose.
it was still even though, so it's not terrible.
I think I won more, didn't I? Didn't I kill more
Yeah, you
drovers than I
won.
lost?
When you said to pull back, I mean, you still went 2 for 2.
Oh yeah, but I think I don't know. I feel like when I
You
have a
should pull
higher
this
drover count,
drover
it's
back.
better. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like my micro where like I could have still gotten those 2 if I had taken the 2 really low health ones and put them back.
Yeah.
Is what I
And I
was saying.
mean, honestly, at this point, in most Goo versus Goo matchups, like this is where the game ends, right?
Yeah,
Because
this felt like really good, and I was like focusing up to like make sure that I could like not lose my thing or like lose my lead. So I wanted to like just kill small packs of drovers that he was trying to make as quickly as possible, which is why I wanted to know where his moms were sending small proteins from.
yeah, and I mean, like you've just got so much of an economic lead over him now because you've
Hmm.
got 2 bars not done yet, and he's got 4 not done. But if you've got 11 completed drovers here, and since he split his moms up, like this mom is super vulnerable. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just one of those concepts I talked about earlier where splitting moms can be really bad if you need to defend yourself. I mean, if
yeah,
you're the aggressive player, splitting moms can be fine, but look, now you've got 4 Striders. This should
yep,
probably be Radiance in Striders because
yep,
you don't know where he is yet,
yeah,
but that's okay because um, I personally play it safer while I have the advantage and make Drovers and Radiance.
yeah. Yeah, I should have made 1 radiance or 1 small protein into radiance and just had it searching,
Hmm.
and then made striders once I found any scouting information,
Yeah,
or
that could
just
be
made
okay.
moms because I had such an economic advantage
This I
with the
don't
drovers already
understand.
made.
Because we
A
had,
large protein.
yeah, we had talked about, large protein and Go versus Go, right?
Hmm.
How you just stall your own economy out, making it,
Hmm.
and then he's like, so he could be on 6 moms and
Hmm.
have a small. Now, lucky for him, you're not actually pressuring very much because you still can't find him, right?
Yeah.
Here are the radiants. Um, but now he faces a huge pop gap difference
Hmm.
where he could be on 6 moms and face the same pop cap difference, and he'd be in a lot prettier position. Because this large protein is literally going to do nothing by itself. And then
Yeah.
he
He.
spawns
Yeah.
presence right in front of you,
Yep.
right? Like, granted, he didn't know this is here, but he knows you're here.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
why
And
he
then
goes
he
for
loses
that.
a large protein for free, and it feels pretty bad.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, if you find any of his moms, the game is over. Because you'll
Yep.
be on the
And
same
I
mom
find 1
count,
right
and the pop
now.
cap is so different. And he
He
doesn't
actually
even
does
make
have 1 more mom than
units.
me.
There he goes. Yeah, he's momming a little too hard.
Yeah.
Once you had that drover advantage, he couldn't keep making moms. Um, the only thing he can do is wait for you to push out, and then he would have to take a trade. But his moms are too spread out, which is partially because of this map, right? Like what
Yeah.
he should have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moms at the bottom or 5 moms at the top.
Yeah.
Because then all of his moms are together and he can much more handily defend himself. just by going left to right here. And he's got totally defendable bushes. Put a radiant here. Put a radiant here. He'll see you coming from the sides, and then you can also potentially expand more, right? But
yeah, I felt like he was like very out in the open, and like he did have more moms than I expected, because like 2 different times when I killed a mom, I thought it was the last mom, and then it
yeah,
wasn't.
I think he was panic momming because he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he's got a bigger army than me. I've got to, get more resources down." But
Mhm.
that's not what you want to do in this position.
Yeah.
You've gotta get map control in Go versus Go.
Yeah.
Keep your drover count really high, because if your opponent goes for Striders and Radiants and your drover count is higher than theirs, you're gonna wipe their whole army, have control of the
Mhm.
map, and then you threaten his moms.
Yeah. Yeah, the only reason I still have my drovers hovering my
And this is fine because you've got so many units it doesn't even matter.
yeah, I think I made a mistake on one other time where I did that thinking that I was like, oh, it's free. I'm just going to kill the mom before he kills my units anyways. And then I didn't, and I lost a lot of units. Still killed the mom, so I wasn't like complete garbage, but
Yeah.
I still have to find like exactly when it's like okay and when it's not, you know?
Yeah, it's usually the bars are a good tell. So when you're like right around here, you can take it no
Yeah,
problem.
like here even. Yeah.
They were already a
I don't
little
know why
low.
Yeah. But I could have easily kept microing them back and not lost a single one.
Yeah. I mean, that was like the best case scenario for him now.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, also, so like the reason I had my drovers hovering my big pack of striders when I didn't have like as many like single or as many like splinter cell units of striders and radiants is
mhm.
because I think the big mistake that I made in the other one was
Yeah,
I
this game's over.
was too gung ho about making striders and radiants to hunt down moms, and then I lost a ton to just like a massive pack of drovers. And I
Mhm.
realized, oh, I still have to keep drovers going. I don't just like completely stop making drovers. I still have to make a bunch of drovers because he's gonna make them to
Right.
do AOE.
Yeah, and I mean, his issue was he never grouped up properly. But
Mm-hmm.
if he did, you might actually be in a rough spot because you didn't have all of your units grouped up.
Yeah,
Because you were spreading yourself a little thin. But
yeah,
that's my only
maybe a
concern.
little too thin, a little early.
Yeah, if you had kept yourself together, you wouldn't risk losing a whole bunch of units. But let's say, for example, he just has 8 drovers, and you have like 4 striders and 2 radiants. The 8 drovers is
Mm-hmm.
going to kill that 100% of the time.
Yeah,
Just
which
something to
is
keep in
why
mind.
I kept trying to hover my like 11 pack of drovers near my single army of striders and radiants, and then when I had two groups of striders and radiants, I
Hmm.
felt like I had probably had the economic advantage, and he couldn't make so many drovers that I'd like feel lost. And I was like, if I lose one pack, that's fine
Hmm.
because I already had an advantage, and then I can just like go kill a mom because I know where he came from. Not sure if it was right, but it felt pretty good and pretty easy to do at the time.
Yeah, yeah, I think that is correct. So, but okay, and I did want to kind of glance at the Winter's Edge map. Let me see if I can pull up the VOD for my Twitch
Okay.
stream. Um, come on, Google, you can do it. Don't start playing this stream. Mute it. Come on, Google. Mute it. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, please. All right, let's look for a Winter's Edge map here. Is this it? Oh, I think we found it. We did. Okay, gonna change this. Da da da. Change window to this one. And I've got to change this one. Um, I definitely hit the wrong thing. Is that gonna work? I'm trying to get it to work on the stream, but I don't think I remember. All right, sources. Let's just do window capture. And Google Chrome. There you go. That'll work.
A little bit.
That's totally fine. We got it. All right. So we'll ignore my talking and me panning a little too hard.
I don't think it's actually showing up on your screen.
What, the video?
No.
Really? It's showing up on mine totally fine.
Oh, never mind. I'm just really far behind. Okay. Yep, you're good.
Oh, okay. Alright, so looks like you took the center and then he couldn't do much about it. If I remember right, you get this Jover for free, which is pretty slick. And he can't actually take the spigot, so you're miles ahead of him at this point.
Yep.
And it's totally fine taking a tiny bit of damage for that.
Yeah.
Try not to skip too hard. It's a long video. Just a minute and a half. Alright, didn't miss much. So it looks like he makes Striders right away for some reason. And your Drovers here should be able to take care of that. Losing your Drover for free is kind of bad here, because every little bit helps. But that's okay. It happens. I don't know how I feel about making a third mom here. I'd actually consider pushing the advantage, just because you're like, oh, he made Striders. Like, if I gain map control, like, this is it, right? Because you can actually take your small, run it up, and then your small protein will help you kill the Striders faster. And I do notice, at least on this one a lot of the time, you keep your units rallied in the side. And here he makes Radiance, which is a total int, if you brought your other Drovers right away. Because you see on the minimap there's Drovers sitting there.
Yeah, so I usually I rally and I have them rallied to the thing, and then sometimes I rally the small protein and then make the Drovers, but for some reason a couple times
probably
it didn't
moving a little
and
too
I was really
fast.
slow to see it.
Yeah. But if you had those Drovers here, it would be over, right?
Yep.
These units would be dead. And then you've literally got Radiance and 12 Drovers. About, right? It would probably be 10 at the end of this, but
yep.
But now he mommed up. So in this position, you can either mom up again to 4, because you should be able to tell from his unit count that he's made another mom. But of course, I don't expect you to know that just because you don't have that much experience. Or you should definitely be pressuring though with these units just sitting here. Just have them all move up, all of them together, right? Because here you have them split. So if he does go for a trade, these right Drovers are going to get a bad trade. And
here,
I do
have a really bad habit of keeping them separate.
Yeah,
weirdly.
here you should not go for the low ground first. But you'll learn that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You could also try splitting your Drovers here, because he just made one right click with his mom. You could have actually split your Drovers. So you selected one group, go left, select the other group, go right, and then just micro with the right group. And then this left group doesn't even have to do damage. You just need them out of the way, right?
Yeah.
And you...
Yeah, I was kind of trying to do that. I was just I didn't do it in the moment.
Yeah. You kept them all selected, and then you just inted the one left side and the right side got out. But that's okay. Just small micro things, right? Now let's see. Again, things are split here. Everything should try to stay together. And this is kind of a prime example as to why we do that.
Yep. I just lose a bunch of Drovers for free.
And
the
then
Striders could have been doing something already, but they didn't.
the Striders are
Another
just going to lose to these
I do
Drovers.
just lose this, yeah.
Yeah. So suddenly the game goes from absolutely free to not so free.
Yeah.
It looks like you made more Striders. Yep. You
Yeah, I
just
made
need
more
to make
Striders,
Drovers from here on. Yeah.
Yep.
Because you know
I
his
think that
Drover count
might
is
have been
higher
a
than yours.
misclick. It might have been a misclick. I don't remember.
That's okay. We're going to the replay review just to look through things pretty thoroughly, right?
Yeah.
So even if you made a mistake, just being aware of the fact that you made a mistake is a big deal. Because like obviously it's easy to look back in the replay and be like, oh, that was stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just kind of hammering that in from here. Now this is actually really good for you because he's fighting you with half health Drovers. If you split your units here, you win this.
Yep.
But they're still grouped because I think you're microing other units.
Yeah. I was getting more units to back them up.
Right. And then you're going in with half health Drovers, which is not good.
Yeah. I probably lose like 3 here when I didn't need to. Oh, I only lost the 1.
Yeah, but you still lost your Radiant and there's a cliff here.
Sure.
But yeah, I did see that
I did take more Radiance.
quite a bit. That's good.
Yeah, and then I saw the Bastion, and I was like, wait, this seems really troll. I mean, obviously, if the mom's there, I can't, like, harass the mom very well, but...
I mean, it doesn't really matter if you have tons of Drovers, right? Because from now on...
I had, like, made some Striders.
Yeah, from now on, you just mass Drovers, and even with the Bastion here, you're going to be able to kill his whole army, right?
Yeah.
Now, you didn't micro it perfectly, which is okay if I remember correctly, but you still took this. So... Here he's got really good positioning on his Drovers, just around the Bastion, not on top of it. But you should be taking these Drovers coming down and move them around the Bastion to kill these other small Drovers.
Yeah, they shoot into the Drovers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
and
you
I do
kind of start doing that, yeah.
But it was a little late, and then...
Yeah.
I think I win that trade because a large protein...
Oh yeah, you absolutely won that super hard. It was not even close. And then he gets a bunch of half-health Drovers.
So rough, yeah.
Yeah, because this is the point where you have too many Striders, and he just makes Drovers to out-trade you.
Yeah, and I sent like 2 half-health Drovers, just their death, and it was really dumb.
Yep, like if you kept them on your mom, they'd be fine, right? Because they heal up a little bit, and then the other Drovers will focus your mom, and it's okay.
I did get to 5 moms, though.
No,
and I made a large
6.
protein, which I don't know why I did that. Oh, no, I did make a mom. Okay.
Yep. So you're on 6 moms here. Pop count slightly in his favor. That's not a big deal, because you're going to make a bunch of Drovers.
Yeah.
Now you're moving up with half-health Drovers again.
Yep.
Which is never ideal.
Yeah.
But so is
all
he.
but like 3 of them looks like they got healed to full before they actually got shot, which is like kind of what I was hoping on.
Yeah.
Because like they heal so fast when they spawn.
Right.
And then here I move 1 to the brush, and then I'm kind of just like threatening to like fight him off.
Yeah, he should take that.
He should 100%.
Absolutely. That's a free mom. That's almost a dead mom. But that's okay. He's not super confident in his micro. He's just getting map control. Now, here... there you go. A little slow on the small proteins, but that's okay.
Yep.
You can't really take this fight.
Yeah, I think I sent those 4 in, and then I waited, and I was hoping those ones in the back would heal. They didn't get quite full, and then
He gets a really good trade because they're at low health.
Mm-hmm.
So again, PopCap is in his favor, and he's got 4 ready to go, if you can see. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really slow to make the Drovers, which I think was my big mistake in this one, I realized.
Yeah.
Because if I had just made the Drovers right away and had them go in, they would have been full health by the time they get there, and
as a
his army.
A general thing, what I see here is you might have over-mommed going to 6 because you mommed after losing your army. Right?
It's true.
So that's a minor thing because you still have this incredibly easy to defend spot. So worst case scenario, you can just migrate across the map.
Yeah.
But now, I did see Like the minor things, the half elf drovers, and I forgot the other point I was going to make, so we're going to keep going.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is just general micro because it's kind of awkward and takes practice selecting a handful of units when you have a ball like this.
Yeah. Well, it's like really difficult to get that.
Yeah, and
going.
here you're forcing a fight when you really don't need to.
Yeah.
You've got to. I remember the other point. You've got to use your moms as well because he's pushing into you, right? If you have all those drovers and a mom, he literally can't do anything about it, right? Now,
Yeah.
he's got a good number of striders, so maybe he could do some damage, but I don't know if he'd kill your mom necessarily. Like, if you brought 2, there's no way he kills him. Here you kind of realize that I have to use my mom now, because he's just got too much. But it's really difficult to micro a ball like this, and especially since he's a new player, he's not going to be able to do it super well. See, it's good that you have the drovers here, but again, keep the mom up. Scare him away.
Yep. That's kind of why I kept like having it like just walk forward randomly. Is because I was like, well, I can just scare him off. Right.
Here again, though, you're totally outnumbered and you're still taking a fight.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm like I made so many like dumb things where I like lost a trade because of it.
Yeah.
And
And now this mom doesn't have any units to help defend it, so you just need to vacate.
Yep.
And then I think here, if I remember correctly, you just kind of let it die.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were microing something else or just thought you would move it away.
Yeah, I was trying to get the backup army, and then he like killed it really fast. And I think I like tried to click it in, and then I like didn't deselect it. But I had tried to like click it in. And I lost 2 here. I tried to click it in and then or like go over to like make more units to back it up afterwards.
Yeah.
But I hadn't deselected it, and I made it accidentally stop moving too.
Yeah.
Because like I was gonna let it die and just have it run at the unit, so he has to micro it, so that I have more time to like.
Yeah, and this is much more ideal, right? That's what I'm talking about when I say use your mom. But it also took a ton of damage, so even though you're kind of on equal footing, yeah, and then you make another mom here when you don't have map control again. Because even though you're on even moms and you're kind of worried about keeping up with his economy, you don't have a choice but to make units because he's just got so much more than you.
Yeah.
And then you've just got to out-trade him and then hopefully make one. Now here, you decide to go for Destructors, which is kind of greedy on this many moms in this matchup. Yeah. Because you only need drovers in this matchup.
Yep.
It's pretty rare to see tier 2 tech in a Goo versus Goo game.
Yeah, every single game that I played Goo vs Goo, I kept like randomly doing the Destructor tech upgrade.
Yeah.
And then like immediately after doing it, I'm like, oh, that's bad to do. I should never do that. And then I don't.
Right.
And then I'm like, I'm not gonna do that next game. And then I do.
Yeah. It's okay if you have like kind of a default to go to.
Yeah.
But still. And then here your moms weren't farming for a while, so you just lost a ton of money. Like, it's okay if you have to lose time going across the map, but you can't have them sit there doing nothing. You just have to have them go to a spigot as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Now Yoshi thinks you vacated, so he moves a new mom up, because he's like, I have the economic advantage now. And then he makes a couple of bad mistakes, but that's okay, because his army's too big, it doesn't matter. And then you forgot about these drovers for a while.
Yep.
But that's okay. Now he's got the aggressive mom plan. But his mom is not going to heal up like yours will. Doesn't matter, has striders. Yeah, it's just a lot of the same minor things. What's the matter? Where did your nook go? Luna, do you know where Apollo's nook went?
I think the big problem was like I was like overconfident for like a long time in the beginning because I thought I had gotten such a good trade, and then I had, but I kept messing up things, and like I think my biggest mistake that like would have just 100% sealed the deal is if I had just made the drovers right away to meet every time he tried to like push into me,
Yeah.
he would have lost everything for basically free, and I would have been so far ahead at that point that I could have made all the mistakes that I made after, because obviously I'm going to make some mistakes, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, and you gotta keep in mind here it's really just about that drover count, right? That's really all it is.
Yep.
Um,
I did learn better in this matchup because, again, I hadn't played a lot of Goo vs.
You want
Goo.
more water?
It was
Okay,
it
1
was
second.
this matchup, or was losing this matchup that made me realize so hard how many drovers I actually have to make in a Goo vs. Goo matchup.
Yeah, because like destructors are cool, right? And they do a lot of damage, and they're fun, but you need a lot of destructors to deal with a lot of drovers.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you need like you've got to have like around 8 destructors to beat a ball of drovers, and the destructors have to be backed up by drovers as well.
Yep.
But now here it's good because he doesn't have his whole army together. They are super cool. But his army isn't together, so you win this pretty handily.
Another thing that I learned from this map that I think I even said right away is that crescents are way better than destructors, and just not go for the tech upgrade.
Yeah, and Goo vs. Goo, crescents are way better.
Yeah.
But here you move the destructors in without backup, and not all of them are full health either. So you lose a destructor.
Realize, I think that I didn't realize is like you do need a lot of other units to support your destructors. I thought destructors are like the main force of the army, and they'd be fine just like alone. But
they do tons of damage, but they're like glass. They have a very low health pool, which I feature as a fact in my Goo guide video. So clearly somebody hasn't been studying.
No, I did watch it, and I understand it. I just, in the moment, I'm like, well, destructors do a lot of damage, so I can kill his army.
But this micro is really
way
good.
better because they can do it. Yeah. They can do it from farther away and on cliffs and all sorts of other things.
Yeah, and not to mention that their bullets almost one-shot drovers. So. Yeah.
And here I made more drovers because I realized my mistake. I was like, okay, I need drovers. I don't know why I rallied them to the right and not the left. I think I was like trying to defend a little bit my mom's because I figured he'd come around the right side to attack me.
Yeah, here you're split again, which is again the issue, right?
Yeah.
Because the destructors are sitting over there. You need them with the drovers.
I think I have... Oh, yeah, I have more destructors coming to defend my destructors.
Now, if you have your drovers with your destructors here, it's the freest win.
Yep.
Didn't really need to take that, but it's pretty obviously in your favor, so it's fine. Now, these destructors should not move into the striders like that, because striders are the counter unit to destructors.
Yep.
Because that armor-piercing boy...
Yep.
You have a good number, so you have the advantage, yeah. But
no,
still.
I didn't lose 2. I should have just walked them out then, huh?
You are about to lose 2.
Anyways, even if I walked them out, yeah.
Yeah, his shots aren't great.
Micro. Rip. I didn't kite.
Yeah.
There we go. My micro got really good on the destructors. I just mess it up a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, here, this is a big mistake. You walk it into the shot. That's okay. Yeah, finally got the Radiance a little too late. If you had Radiance spawn like right out of that mom, the destructors wouldn't be able to see the crescents and shoot them.
Yep.
Now, here he makes a massive mistake and makes striders, probably because he sees the destructors. You shouldn't move in like this, and you let the crescent live to get a couple extra shots off awkwardly. I don't know if you just didn't see that, but that's okay.
I think I just thought it was going to die as I was walking through it, and then it lives on like literally 1 health.
Yeah, 2 health.
Yep. And then I think I surrender pretty soon because I realized that I just made too many mistakes, and he actually got back into the game when I thought he was like... I had thought that he would be pretty close to like being just out, and then he came back, and I was like, oh shit.
But this is a good one to learn from, because it's a couple of really simple, easy to correct mistakes, right?
Yeah.
But okay, we can move on to the next one. From this one, what do we learn, though?
Keep your armies together. Also, drovers are super important, and drovers at full health are even more important in Goo vs. Goo matchups.
Absolutely. What else did we learn?
Don't be greedy. Pressure instead of being greedy and trying to econ
Mm-hmm.
when you have the lead. Also, practice micro a lot more.
Yeah. The splitting
And
drovers.
destructors are bad. No destructors. No tech
I'm not
upgrade.
now. I'm not saying destructors are bad in this matchup. There's just better options.
Yep. Ooh, also, tempests to counter crescents. If I can't
Yes.
kill them as easily.
Yeah. I mean, you should be able to kill them.
Yeah, I think every single time he had them like really far up and close to me, and it was like super easy for me to just like kill him when I kill his whole army.
Yeah.
But
And Goo units are generally speaking really fast, so
Mhm.
it's like super easy to catch out a slow crescent.
Yeah,
What's the matter?
crescents are slow as fuck.
They are slow as hell. But okay, let's hop into the next replay on Grey Goo. Let's get out of here. Goodbye. Ka-chow. Alright. I'm gonna have to pick up my son because he's throwing a fit. Oh, my little man. Hello. There you go. Grab the blanket so he falls asleep. Alright, we're gonna do this one-handed. Ready?
Wait,
What was the third game with Yoshi? Do you remember?
third game was World Tree, which I think he hosted.
Oh, we're not gonna look at that one.
Okay, I think that one was pretty easy for me.
He
And
made-
I don't even think I made a lot of like big like macro mistakes.
He made
It
a
was just, like,
couple
the
of
same
massive
little-
macro mistakes, so it's not worth
Yeah.
looking at.
Yeah.
That
one felt like kind of a stomp. I barely lost anything and just kept like winning trades after trades. So,
yeah. You really like Battle Wasteland, huh? I saw you kept playing on it.
it's because it was my least comfortable maps. It was my most comfortable because I played a bunch in a row right before the tournament.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like this map.
I actually like it just fine. It was also, I think it's good in the Goo vs Goo matchup. At least I felt better on it.
I mean, it's when the Goo versus Goo, it all comes down to comfortability, right?
Yeah. The funny enough, I think I picked it early
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, well, this feels hard for me. I'm just gonna get the one that I might lose on out of the way. As like a warm-up game kind of, and figure out the player's style, and that was kind of that. You're not sharing on Discord, by the way.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for reminding me. I changed it on stream, but not on Discord. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I looked over and I realized. I thought you were just like looking for the replay and asking me which one we should cover.
Is it on now? I hit the button. Change. Goo build. Go.
I'm
Stop.
still looking at.
I know, that's why I'm confused. Okay. Cool.
There we go. Not there.
Alright. So I think your path was fine, if I remember correctly. He went straight left and then patrolled this center area here. So he's not really taking advantage of the strong center position,
Mm-hmm.
which you do. I think you lose a little bit of mining time compared to him, but this position is really easy to hold, so it's okay. Now, you make drovers for no reason, but so does he, so it's fine. Again, you want to hold off.
I think this was not my first game against him, and he just rallied drovers at me very early on.
No, this is the first game.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not then.
I have it organized
I don't know
by
why
day.
I made them.
You probably were stuck in the concept of got out drover him.
I know why. It's because he like fucking hard rushed both of the beta players that he just played against, and I was like, fuck this guy. I'm gonna have full health drover.
Oh, this is hilarious.
They just missed both of them, didn't they?
Look, he had a really bad patrol, so the spigot was up. So when you went to look, the spigot was up, so you didn't think he was there.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that on stream, and I was like, no way. Oh my god.
I did. I finally found him here, but I thought he wasn't anywhere near here. So like you'll see, I had this whole pack of drovers move, and then I like stopped paying attention to them because I was like, he's not here, and then he was on this one. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
I didn't see this mom when I like had vision of like over here or whatever.
Yeah, I remember seeing all of it, and I was just like, wow, that's insane. But
Yep.
then half health drovers and two moms feels good, man.
Yep.
Here, I think he your spread was better, so it came out
Yep.
a-okay. Half health drovers are fine here because he has no units, but still, this should be drovers a long time ago. If that was fully drovers, there's no way you win that.
Yeah.
And then he's just got this guy sitting here for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why these are sitting here. He's got his army split as well.
Yep.
Skip. Um. Oh, please. Thank you. He made Striders too early. I remember that. We've talked about that, so I'm not going to talk about it more.
Yep.
You're doing your
It was a thing
best
that
to
I was
harass
very
with your
scared
little
of doing.
drovers. Yeah. Which is okay, because it worked out for the most part. Pop is like the same. Moms are like the same. Gonna skip ahead because y'all are putzing around here.
We are putzing. That is a fact.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should have just waited because it's gonna take just as long. There you go. Now here, pretty close to here anyway. If I remember correctly, you actually made a micro mistake. Which, by the way, Ferret Person's micro is very good.
Yeah.
Like, every time he took engages here, it was pretty solid. Because, like, he has a good spread here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Yep.
He surrounds your units, and you're in a ball compared to him, right? So good. Now, the only reason that you came out on top was because they were too spread out. If he had them all come in at the same time, it was free.
Yep.
And then here you should be able to get the small for free. It's okay, because the small doesn't do much damage. Like, this drover probably would have died, but if you get the small, it's a-okay. Nobody cares. Why was that loud? All these touched.
Yep.
And then this is just chaos, and I love it. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I literally didn't see his mom up there.
Yeah.
You'll see I go into the brush and just
Well,
lose, like,
that's
a
okay,
pack of
because
drovers.
it should not be here. It really shouldn't.
Fair enough.
Now, here...
this happened, and I was like, oh, what?
So here, you made a massive mistake, because you selected this mom at the same time you're removing your drovers.
Yep.
Now, you really should disable that, if you haven't already.
Yeah, I was having so much luck with it before, and I almost liked it better, because you can still, you can just, like, deselect certain things to move them at, like, the right speeds, and I like to make groups of, like, the different units, so I can control them separately anyway.
So why don't you have the groups of the different units, and then...
Because I don't have it with my mom's, so whenever I select things too close to my mom, this happens, which is why I'm probably going to get rid of it, and just learn how to do my other micros.
And not to mention, you could just push the C key.
Yes. I do know that, but...
Okay.
I honestly, I thought it was better, and it felt better to have it default to all move at the same speed.
And you nearly lost some Goo vs. Goo games for it.
This is true.
But you should be harassing this with your drovers. But that's okay, it doesn't particularly matter.
Too afraid to micro that.
That's okay. What I do is, if I'm not comfortable, I'll just select 3 or 4 and use only 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because you have all these, they're definitely going to push each other in.
Because his mom was so close, I was like, well, let me just make some Striders instead. I did make way too many Striders, though.
Yeah. You thought you had a huge advantage, and he was actually rallying his army over. Getting this small protein is huge for you, though. I'm glad you made the Radiance in recognition of what the hell was that.
Oh, Apollo, where did your nook go? Here it is.
I didn't realize how big of an army he'd gotten into that brush, so I ran away.
Yep. And then that was a mistake, actually. I missed it because I was grabbing his nook that he dropped. The Radiance... what I recommend is when you micro your army, you actually have like a Radiant in the front, or both Radiants in the front, right? Like,
Yeah.
probably not grouped up against a bunch of drovers, right? Because you need one alive. But what you're going to see here is...
Because they're so far back, I don't get vision in the brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And... You get vision, and then there's this huge army all of a sudden, and you lose a bunch of drovers for like 1 or 2 units.
Mm-hmm.
And then these are practically dead because of all the drovers. Not ideal. Now, actually, fun fact, the Radiants can get away. They're faster than the other units.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought Radiants were like about as fast as the Striders.
Nope, because Drovers are 145 and Radiants are 150, so they're actually faster than Drovers.
Poggers.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay, because they do peanut damage. And
they really do.
They,
and I see him there, and I'm like,
like nothing. Rate of fire 1, 6 damage. And then here you're able to keep them, you know, distracted. Because you can consider these dead, right? The fact that I got this many shots off is amazing.
I did consider these dead, and I was microing my drovers instead. But then I had my drovers come in, and I was like, well, I can micro them a bit. And then I was like, should I go? If he has his mom there, I could lose a lot of drovers, so I didn't.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I actually saw those. I don't know what the vision is.
But it is...
But doesn't matter either way.
So, one thing I want to stop and talk about real quick is you did go to 5 moms, right?
I did.
And that's good. You know why?
Why?
Because you were able to keep the pressure on so hard by winning trades that it's like unnoticeable that you would stop pressuring just to make a mom, right? Because the problem when you make a mom is you stall your army, right?
Yeah.
But look, pop count is still even, and you're up a mom.
So
now,
good. Very good.
Very good. Now, the only reason he hasn't lost yet is because he keeps on taking good trades.
Yes. His Goo game is a little bit stronger than mine. I miss micro a little bit. I'm trying really hard. I lose 3 and then 3 and then...
the drovers will push each other into the mom.
Yeah. It's really hard to micro that massive group.
Yeah, you can't really click on the mom. You have to click around it. And if like the front drover is shooting, it's fine. You don't need all of them to shoot.
Yeah.
Which is why I said sometimes I just literally select like a couple. This is awkward.
That was awkward.
Mm-hmm. These drovers need to GTFO. But
yeah,
the surround happens and they're dead.
Yep.
Look at that surround. Oh my god. Oh, disgusting.
It was kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I think I went for the tech upgrade in this one too.
Not yet.
No, drovers, no! I didn't pay attention to them. I didn't rally them.
And this mom is definitely going to die.
Yep, I think I just clicked it and then walked away. Oh no, apparently I didn't. I did make a lot of drovers to back it up because I had a 5th mom.
Hi.
So even though I lost a big trade, I still managed to have an army of drovers.
Yep.
Feels good.
Pop cap's still a little even. He's a slight lead. Here, what I do is I actually, alright, so when his ball is here and your ball is here, you select your front drovers and click up. So you actually make a wall because you're going at an angle.
I'm not good at like maneuvering the forces because I'm so used to every RTS game I play having like patrol patterns and or what are they called? When you can like have them just do a formation.
Yeah.
I'm so used to games just doing that and having like a formation that I can make that I'm not good at microing them manually to do the formation.
Right, and that's fine. It's just, again, a micro practice thing. Yep. Oh, I think he does something really cool here. Let's see if he does it here. Is it here? No. Almost. So, I think there's a fight where you guys had like the same number of drovers, but he just does another absolutely disgusting micro play that proves that he plays StarCraft. Watch this, ready? I think this is it. So you're going to click in with your drovers, right? And we're going to see what he does with his drovers. Oh, it's not here? It's not here. I'm sad. That's okay. It's funny that Drover's still alive. Free small protein. Absolutely massive for you. Unfortunate.
Yep.
He should just click on the mom and let him die.
Yep.
That's okay.
He didn't get any damage on the mom. Maybe like a few shots in the beginning.
Yeah. And then here I'd consider making a new mom, but making more Drovers is okay too. Pushing in is not okay.
Yep.
Which, I mean, at that point,
Lol.
looks like you had clicked away right after you clicked outside the bush. It's okay to have like Drovers stationed here in front of the spigot, but you can't just sit in front of a bush.
Yep.
Again.
Funny enough, I thought he was still in the top brush.
Oh, like up here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things.
I was pressuring him so hard, I thought he finally moved away. He had not.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh.
But here I actually do decent micro, where I have them in 2 different groups selected. I try to keep my Drovers in the brush to get vision. I'm trying to get these guys on the side to, like, harass the mom.
Right, this is actually a little advantageous for him.
No! No! Micro them away! Yeah, and then they all bump into each other and it all went to shit.
Oh, you stopped shooting. If you kept shooting, you would have killed the mom. Okay. Well, that's okay, you still killed it. No, so the bar is full, right? But that's complete fiction. The bar is bullshit. Ignore it, okay? You look at the health. Let's go back.
No, I'm saying, like, you said if I stopped shooting it, or if I had kept shooting it would have died. But, like, I did start shooting it, like, immediately after you said I stopped, and it still took, like, a lot of shots to die, you know?
Yeah, well, let's look again.
I just, like, I don't know what you were saying. Like, did you say, like, I would have killed it before it killed my Drovers, or?
Yeah, there's a chance of the Drovers making it out, I think.
Okay. I think I'd given up on the Drovers.
Yeah. So this is good.
Can you make a large protein there, or is that a small?
That's a small.
Okay.
Yeah. You're pooping? You want to go in the potty? Okay, we can do that. As you see, these Drovers are just kind of barely dying.
Oh, 2 of those rallies were on a fucking Drover. Must have misclicked. Yeah, okay. It totally could have maybe kept more of my Drovers alive. You're right.
Yeah.
And then little 1 Drovers are free against Striders.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That poor lone Strider that got left behind.
Seems to happen a lot in these games. Both sides.
R.I.P. that Strider, I guess. No, he's just my early scout unit.
Yeah.
See, he saved all of his Strider brother.
Yep.
And then I should be microing my top Drovers, but I'm not because I'm bad.
Yeah, he gets a wall like I was talking about, so he gets a better trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
Where did these guys come from? Hello?
They, yeah, I don't know where they came from.
But here, he made himself another mom to catch up again in economy, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So, another close one. Do little micro things. But I think that's pretty much all I wanted to get out of this game.
Yep.
What's that?
Wait, can we go a little bit farther? Like,
Bunny butt.
one sec. I want to see like when he actually does like finally surrender, or like closer to when he surrenders.
Sure.
Because it felt like I literally felt like I was losing at that point. Like I thought it was like basically like I had lost at that point, and I don't know.
What's wrong?
I guess like I didn't have much.
Oh, by the
scouting
way,
on him, but-
if this is empty, right? It won't give you any more spigots.
I know.
No, mommy took it off. It's in mommy's bag. Jordan.
Yeah.
She's telling me she lost her bunny butt.
Yeah, she lost her bunny butt. But that's okay. She can have it back later, right, Luna? Um, but yeah, so if the spigot goes empty, right? This little bar, it's not going to make any more resources for you.
Yes.
At the end of the game here, they actually sat on nothing.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Rip.
Yep. But that's okay.
I did know that it will stop giving resources. I guess I just didn't see it.
That's okay. Hey, Mr. Mean. But he does, I don't know where it is. We might have already missed it. He does this really cool maneuver where you have like the same number of Jobbers. And you right click into him, right, on the ground. And he splits his Jobbers into 4 different directions. And then when you're in the center of him, he clicks on the center and he just absolutely outtrades you. It's really gross.
Damn.
It was really fun to watch. Here he makes too many striders. And then this is, I think, where you start to actually win. Because his mom isn't in these bushes giving you a hard time anymore. Probably could have just killed it, but that's okay.
Yeah, I kind of realized that I probably should have just like run them in to die and had them probably kill the rest of them.
Yeah, because he would have been down to 3 moms here, 5. He would have had a higher pop, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think, at that point. Yay, and this is where you think you're losing?
I mean, I had thought I was pretty much losing the whole time. I felt really far behind, like, the entire time.
Yeah, it probably just felt that way because he was out trading you.
Yeah.
Just through sheer micro. Because, like, on paper, if you have 5 moms to his 4, this is in the bag for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good that you're kind of expanding a little bit here, though. These run super low. Just gotta keep that in mind if there's a long game like this.
Yeah, I had never had such a long game before.
This is really depressing. Falls for it again, Lamau.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, he really likes doing that to you, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What finally made him surrender? I don't remember. Did he beat?
I don't know. I think I killed one of his moms. Or I was close
He
to.
probably thought you were on like way
wanted
more
to
moms than you actually were.
You think?
Oh yeah,
it was here. Yeah, I killed that mom there. Just had these striders around the way. I did have a massive army too, but he had an army coming.
Yeah.
He probably
made
just
them all
thought I was
striders.
on like 6 or 7 moms or something. Because he surrenders like I think basically after this.
Yeah, he probably. I think this fight goes really poorly for him.
And then I think that the Drovers just like murdered the hell out of his striders.
Yeah, because he made nothing but striders to your Drovers.
Yep.
That's a yikes.
That is a yikes.
But yeah, from here it's absolutely over. You wanted to surrender here?
I mean, I was like, I wasn't gonna surrender because obviously I won the trade and I felt like, okay, well, maybe it turns around. But it was such a long game that like, maybe like 5 minutes before that, I was like, I don't know, maybe I should just surrender. Like, I'm just getting fucking out-traded every single time and I'm just gonna lose eventually, right?
Yeah, but
But yeah, killing his mom made me feel like a little bit better, but I didn't think he had 3 moms back up. I thought he had 4 or 5 still left when I killed that mom. Because like I would never put him on that close to me if I didn't have 5 moms behind it. Like
right. Yeah, he just kept moving his moms up like that. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like one. I guess because he kept out trading me, it felt like he had more army than me, even though he wasn't producing as much more than me. Or at all more than me in some cases. But like that combined with the fact that his fucking mom was like right there going back between those two brushes, I was like, he's got to have like a shit ton of moms, and he's just like murdering me. Like, and I felt like really bad until I finally killed that mom, and I was like, okay, well I just won like 2 massive trades by killing his mom and getting like what 6, 7 small proteins worth of things and losing only like 2 in return. I was like, okay, this is like the comeback at least.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just his micro is really good. His macro wasn't the best. Because what he should be doing realistically is not making striders, making more drovers, and then slowly expanding behind it, right? Which you had a couple of opportunities where instead of pushing in, because there were just bad positions, you should have either looked for another angle or started expanding behind it to just make your army overwhelming for him, because he can't push into you when you have that many drovers, right?
Yeah, I did that same thing against Yoshi. It's a big macro that I keep in the mistake of. One, because especially because I'm unfamiliar with like the Drover v Drover matchup, or not the Drover, the Goo v Goo matchup. And also just because I'm not familiar with the game.
Yeah, and I think part of it is like you're super comfortable on like 5 or 6 moms of just being there. Like, if you're winning, just make another mom.
True. Yeah, I think I make moms when I'm losing more than I make them more when I'm
winning. Because you're like, oh, he's got a bigger army. I need to expand. It's like, well, too late.
Yeah, it's like the queue. It's like, oh, okay, he's gonna make more units than me. I better up my production.
Yeah, at that point, it's just too late. Because you have to like look ahead and think to yourself, he's just made another refinery, right? I need 2 more moms, or I need to punish this refinery. One or the other. Yeah. But we can go into this.
I mean, is there really anything to learn from this?
Yes. Yes, there is actually.
Besides the obvious thing of I shouldn't have made any small proteins.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing. But again, this kind of showcases Goo mother pathing.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, you go to that one, which is, I think, a little bit farther away, actually.
I can never tell. Like, sometimes when they're like so close, I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's okay if you're not sure. But, like, let's see. 180, 190, yep. It's just, like, a second closer.
Well, I also walked, I went to the left just for a little bit and then went to the right. Which, if I had already started going left, I should have just kept going left. But
And then when they updated this map, they never fixed the ground texture. So you're like, there's a spigot here. Just kidding.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. Should have gotten back, and then back here.
Yes. I thought there were 2 spigots there, though.
There is not. That would be busted.
There are not. OP. Yeah.
Suddenly, this is human's favorite map.
That's why I was like, oh, cool. Alright, then I have that one shadow my other mom. He loses just a tiny bit of mining time, I
480,
think. Like
360, 340. Yeah, he's a tiny bit ahead, though.
I think the biggest thing is I get all 4 spigots in the center, and he doesn't get any, I think.
Yeah, not right away,
and then
at
he
least.
Gets like, he gets 2 after he pushes into the center.
Right, like he sees your mom, and you're like, oh, he's actually here.
Yep.
And then you lose the drover in the 50-50. Of course, you have to make a small here. She's just going to die between the mom and the drover. But you're picking up all the spigots, which is really good. Really good.
Yeah, that was like what felt so good, is because like he didn't actually get any mining time in the center, and I had 4. And then I was like, oh, well, this mom's lost. Maybe I can kill one, and I'm trying to micro these. And then I microed my other mom and put it in, because I was like, oh, well, if I have 2 moms doing damage, I'll win it. And I was like, wait, but then I'll have my mom taking 2 things of damage, too.
Right.
It was too late to run away.
At this point, you just right-click, and then maybe... Literally
32
10.
health,
No, it was literally 10 when it killed the mom and went up, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Was it 32? I can't tell. Maybe it was the other guy's mom. But yeah, that was a crazy close game. You had to make the first set of drovers the second set you didn't have to make right away.
Troll as fuck.
But that's okay. You still won it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and like if I had made anything when I realized it was just gonna be like fighting a mom, I should have made a Strider with the second one if I wanted to make it at all.
Right. Before I forget, Refbot, the bunny she was referring to is my daughter was wearing a set of overalls that's a bunny outfit, and there's a little bushy tail, like where her butt is. And we took it off because we didn't want to lose it. And she's like, my tail's gone. So that's what that was about. But okay, let's see. Battle Wasteland with Mermixer. You played 2? Or is this the same one I downloaded twice? It's the same one I downloaded twice.
Yeah. And then the last one in the grand finals, or the first one in the grand finals, was also against it.
You don't have the Crystalline Craig?
I believe he hosted those.
That's awkward. See if you can find it real quick while I load this up.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you shared that. It'd be under replays, right? Or would he load it up to the website?
Oh no, I have it. You just must not have downloaded it. Crystalline Crag Grand Finals. I have one here in both the tournament replays and my replays file.
Okay, I'll find it. Ugh.
There's also I don't know if you have it, but there's a rematch in Ziggurat against Ferret for the losers finals, the best of one.
I don't remember that game. It's probably not important. We'll just keep going.
Yeah, I don't know that there was anything massive from it. It felt a lot better than my other games against Ferret. I think I was actually comfortable with that Goo v Goo matchup in the final one, and I won with not like any tricky random weird shit, and just kind of actually won more trades too. I didn't just like constantly lose everything to him and just had better moms or whatever.
Right. Yeah, the you've been playing Goo vs. Goo like all damn days, so.
Yeah, I basically played nothing but Goo vs. Goo until Mermixer.
Mm-hmm. Funnily enough, our least prepared for matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the beta one, which hopefully you're more comfortable with at that point.
I was more comfortable. Mermixer's just actually good at the game and wrecked me real fucking hard.
Yeah. He built the factory right away, also important. The joke is you get enough money for a factory and a refinery after you complete the first one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I didn't have that one go to the left and go back. Kind of cool.
Yeah. A little bit. But it's fine. And you went the predictable path, so of course he scouts it.
Yeah.
One of the costs of going the predictable paths is Goo.
Yep.
Because then he just goes around like this and takes all of your potential paths.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, nothing you can do about a little poke here. Because you don't even have enough for small yet.
Yep.
Waits in the bush for
I think I do make the small right away.
Good job.
And then he left, so I just kind of didn't. Oh no, I did make a small still.
The small still has to chase that down.
Yeah.
Because
Are Drovers faster than Commandos,
oh yeah,
by the way?
Yeah they are. Yep, a lot faster. What's he doing? 3 factory open, the same thing I do against you.
Yeah, is that normal?
I don't think so. I think usually they go. Well, I guess it's probably standard. I'm not sure. Because after the factory, you can go for one of 3 things. So 2 factory, 100%, right? But then I see a lot of people go for an early Stratus. So they go hangar, make 1 Stratus, sell the hangar, and then make factory tank tank extension. So they can start the upgrade right away for the Exploding Commandos. But Mermixer likes to go for a refinery early, which is super punishable, by the way.
Yep. Unfortunately, I can't, because he has like 5 Commandos to my 5 Drovers, and then I just lose, I think.
Yeah, but
I could have made more, huh?
yeah, if you knew
I think
he
I
had
wanted to
that.
make a third mom.
No, you definitely go 3 moms and then drover spam. If he goes for a 3rd refinery this early.
Mm-hmm.
But awkward mom paths, and this guy's sitting here, so he's gonna get some free shots. Nice catch though, because they're still grouped up. Doesn't split.
Yep.
So here, he's making walls. Yep.
Yep.
He responds appropriately with some walls.
She would like you.
Which I probably could have killed if I had run in right away. I don't know why I didn't.
She wants you.
I was already feeling
wants
off,
me?
and I felt like it was gonna wreck me.
Okay. Sorry. Hold that thought.
Sure.
Oh, you're on stream and you're being recorded. Okay. Or are you gonna sit on my lap, or you want me to move?
Move.
I'm trying to move. You're in my way. Jerk.
Hello, I'm your new coach.
Oh, okay. Glad to have you.
The child wanted Daddy to put her to bed.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh,
So what are we looking at here?
we are. This is a replay. We're
Yep.
3 minutes into 14 minutes, so
Mhm.
pretty early on.
Yep.
See a lot of blue stuff. Stuff's happening.
Stuff is happening,
Oh.
and there is a lot of blue stuff. That's true.
Yeah, you are killing the purple guys. You're doing pretty good. You're not losing guys. That's important thing, and they're running away.
I'm the purple guy.
Then you are losing. That is not good.
Yeah, that is not good. That is a fact.
You are. He left on top of that one. Oh, but you're hiding. Are you gonna? Oh,
Trying to go a different route.
yeah, get in there a different
Trying
way.
to sneak in there.
It's a pretty good strategy, sneaking. Get behind them. Oh, and see, you were able to kill a guy without losing a guy. That's important. I know that for a fact. And you're destroying something.
I am destroying something.
Still haven't lost a guy, so it's pretty good. Oh. You didn't destroy the thing, though, so...
Yeah, I couldn't destroy the thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So let's say you're coming out of this little battle a loser, but in the grand scheme of things, maybe you'll win. I don't know if what game this is. If this is your last game, then spoilers, you don't win. But
well, I don't win this one either.
Okay.
Anyway, so.
Oh, you're destroying something that he's building. That's a good thing. I know that.
It is a good thing.
I see you're being what is that? Not proactive. What's the word I'm thinking? Offensive. You're on the offense, and that can be good because then you can they might make a mistake because they are being defensive.
Yeah.
So it can be a good strat if played correctly, and I am not aware if you are or not. So.
Are you just playing the replay and watching it?
Yeah, I'm coaching.
No,
I'm discussing.
she's coaching me. She's giving me lots of good feedback.
Yeah. Feedback that will stay. Here, I'll rewind it to the part you left off on. 303. That's where you were. I broke it.
Do you have his knock?
Do you see what I see, Noah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll come back. It'll be fine. It's fine. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Just don't touch it. Oh, you touched it.
What?
Where did his stuff go?
I don't know. I didn't have him.
It was in his
There
mouth
we
when you
go.
took him from me. Did you lose her son?
Our child is upsetting.
Upsetty spaghetti.
I was gonna say that, but then I didn't.
Well, I said it for you. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know where the mic is on this thing.
It's on the left.
Okay, good, because I was taking the right off. Guess I'll leave you back to your B coach.
That's okay.
Clearly.
I'll take the B tier coach because you're obviously so busy and you
Yeah,
can't.
I know. I have so many coaching opportunities and busy
Here's
gal.
the nook.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where did you put it?
Good luck. Well, I mean, good luck. It's a replay. Good luck to your pass up who lost, but you know you did good.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Did you find it?
No.
Well, that's
I was going to look over here just in case it did fall out when you took him from me. You're a jerk.
Why does he have that one? That's not even the one I gave him.
That's the one I found.
There's one on the table upstairs.
Well, that's good to know. Oh, thank God that was over. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, can you hold him? Jocelyn, take him. Okay. All right. Let's see. Get.
Right. We lost him.
Okay. I'm back.
He's back.
That was tragic.
You cut off rather abruptly. We were a little worried.
I was a little worried. Okay. I have no idea what we were talking about, and judging from chat, I'd say that she was talking mad shit about me.
No, she was talking shit about me because she was like, "Oh, you did good. You killed the purple units without losing a unit."
Oh.
And I was like, I'm purple."
Oh no. Yikes.
I don't know what I was doing. As soon as I saw them, I should have just like walked away. Cause like, so what I did later just now, which is gonna be ended up really good. And if I had kept up this strat and maybe even not made a fourth mom and just made more drovers, I think I could have won from here. So my thought,
I'll tell you when I get there.
okay, my thought is I sent them all up, and I sent a decent pack of drovers. I think I sent one to like scout here and draw the commandos down and maybe win some commandos here and then try to run away.
Right.
And then I sent one through this brush and up to the right, and I kill his extractor before he gets any resources from it. And then I'm trying to just like harass from the top right instead of the bottom left because he made the walls already.
Okay. But yeah, if you
But
see pre-split units, we talked about this
12
before.
drovers here.
If you see pre-split units, you can't push into it, if you remember. Like, there's nothing you can do. Now, here, this is great. You should probably kill the small hub.
Yeah, I realized, so I sent these in, and then I think I walked away because he had his commandos coming up. I don't know if I could have just, like, killed it anyways while his commandos were walking
You
up.
probably could have killed this extractor, because extractors have 0 armor. Because, like, look, you're on that for, like, a split second.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Beta extractors have 0 armor, so they're super vulnerable.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you can't push it anymore because there's too many.
Yep. I go all the way up and to the right, and I do, so you see up there, I killed the refinery before it gets anything.
This one? This extractor?
Yep. Yeah. Or yeah, the extractor, not the refinery.
Just so you know, this is free.
Yes, I know. I'm
okay. Just making sure.
Killing it.
I'm killing it. Here, his army's out of position, so he can't hold it, which is great.
Yep. But then I don't know what to do from here.
You just have to keep poking at him and let him make mistakes. Because by doing this, he's not like getting money out of it, right? But at the same time, you're on 4 moms to his 6 or to his 3 refineries, so you need 5 to 6 moms to keep up with this.
Yep.
So this is pre-split. You shouldn't be fighting this.
Yep.
Tank attachment. Assume it's getting the upgrade, right?
Yes.
There's a very subtle animation it's going to do here. That's it, researching stuff.
Yep. No, yeah, I did see it, and I just like assumed he'd have it in like 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty
I don't
fast.
know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I lost a lot of things to him for free. I am just like uncomfortable with it, and he had like way faster than I expected him to because he's actually good. And then it felt really lost from almost like the get go. And I think I should have stopped trying to come from this angle. I should have just immediately sent them all to the top right. I don't know why I kept coming from the bottom left here every single time.
Yeah, for sure. And then I'd also suggest going all the way around to get this extractor.
Ooh. I didn't think about that. I should have. Drovers are fast as fuck, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean,
He didn't lose a single drover, baby.
you do set yourself up pretty open, so it's like good to have like a drover at this top bush, a drover in this side bush.
Yeah.
Just keeping an eye on things, just in case he does decide to push, because if your drovers are all the way around here, and he pushes while you're here, you're vulnerable and have to turn around immediately, right?
Yeah.
This is pre-split, so this is dreamy for him. He gets 2 drovers, but you still win super hard, so it's fine.
Yep. And then I go for the extractor again, and I see he has a second extractor, and I think I try to kill both. I don't think I get both. I think I get one.
Unfortunate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't realize...
That happens to you a lot, which is funny.
Yeah.
At least funny to me.
Yeah, and then I didn't even get that one. Yeah, that was just bad. Holy shit. That sucked.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It is hard to come back
If
now.
you are
I
walking...
lost like 10. What the
You did.
fuck?
You lost a lot. If you're like...
I should have had him go... Yeah, I was trying to go for the closer extractor, so as I'm walking away, I still do damage to the farther away extractor.
Right.
I didn't see
Rough spot,
one
you got
go
it,
in
you know.
yet, and it comes out and dies instantly before.
Yeah,
I
if you don't see a worker, assume there's one in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You have to assume there's one in there because
Yeah.
that happens if you don't. I mean, that happens to me sometimes. Usually, I'm like keeping an eye on it because I know, and I barely panic, move my drovers away in time. But it's really hard. This is just straight up bad.
Yeah, I know.
At that point, you
Like I
just
said, I'm
commit, but
very
it's okay.
uncomfy with the beta matchup. The beta matchup is my worst one already, and he's good. And I just, I don't know.
Beta is like the most stressful thing for Good to deal with because they get so many units so quickly.
Yeah, it's so disgusting. And I never know what to do. I'm just like, fuck, he has so many units, and I'm like, oh. Oh, by the way, question. My thought was when I killed that extractor that I should just like make even more small proteins and just like go as hard as possible. Do you think it's better when I kill the extractor and I pause his like production to just try to go for another mom there? Because I knew exactly how many refineries he was on, and I knew I wasn't going to keep up. Which
How
is why
many did you think he was on?
3.
3?
No, not that second time. The first time when I actually killed the extractor, he
Oh,
was
the
on
first
3.
time?
He was making his 3rd. Yeah.
No, he was on 4. That was his. He had 3. That's his 4th.
Oh, that's right. That was his 4th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, at this point, or at that point, the game is probably over because you don't have enough moms.
Yeah.
But things happen, right?
Not in this case though. I just lose.
No, you win this game.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, really?
Yeah. But yeah, this is good. You keep going for the place that's obviously open, forcing his units to split. You lost on Ziggurat.
Oh.
Pretty sure. This is the one where you had Destructors walking into his base.
Oh.
This is really good on his part. Finally gets a harassing force. No Stratus, though, so you're good. He's occupied with this chunk.
Yep.
That's good. You're getting the ones that aren't split. Commando upgrade is done, though, and you see it.
George
Oh,
of the
run away.
jungle,
Yep,
watch
okay.
out for that tree.
No, I was way too scared to try to kill it before it went. Yeah, but
That's
that Drover
fine, if
like
you're not
killed that
confident.
extractor twice and doing good work.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you take this trade at home. I think you lose the trade, but the mom survives. That's all that matters. By the way, you haven't seen these before, have you?
No, I was trying really hard to kill it, and I kept losing track of it, and I couldn't fucking see it. It took me a while to realize what it was and what was happening, and what it was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually I walked my mom over to it to get vision of it and killed it.
Have you
I
seen?
made radiance
Have you?
because I thought they could see it.
No, you have to get a tech upgrade for Radiance to see it.
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
you?
God.
So you've never dealt with this before, right? Because I never do these
Never,
against
not
you.
once.
This is
Yeah.
not normal. This is very weird to me because
I did see it when he like moved it in. I wasn't there, and I like hadn't seen it. I just he put it there, and I saw it, and I was trying to figure out how to deal with it for like 5 fucking minutes, and I finally killed it.
Yeah, there on Ziggurat this happens too, where he has one of these and you like see it for a second and you get confused and you keep going. Yeah, the mom's like, huh?
I move over to it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, what is this?
Oh,
What is it doing?
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was so fucking lost there. I was like, what is... You have no idea. I was so confused. And then he has more. Okay, so he did just have like a bunch.
Yes. At the end of the game, you're gonna laugh.
How many did he fucking have?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
God. And I assume they have like a really wide range of vision.
Let's see. Kinda. Look at that. Look at that mission.
Jesus.
Bastions are cool and all, but you need more destructors.
Yeah, I made the Bastion because commandos.
Honestly,
would
I'd
kill
go
the
for dwellers.
destructors.
I'd go for dwellers at this point.
Yeah?
But he has these, so dwellers are bad.
Ah.
Because they detect stealth, right? So. But
Yeah, so see, I made the Radiance because I'm like, I'll fucking see his little scouty boys. And then I didn't see him, and I'm like, okay, guess it's not there. I was
yeah,
like,
you.
what the fuck?
Probably Crescent's here because he's just spamming commandos.
Yeah. Once again, I'm overrating how good Destructors actually are.
I mean, they're really good. Don't get me wrong; they're really good. But you have to kind of adapt to what your opponent is doing.
These like really big tier 1 armies.
Yeah, and this is us splitting again. Like these need support, right? These are not good by themselves.
Something that I didn't really learn because usually, like I think both times that I won is because I just had a bunch of Destructors and I didn't really need backup for them. But,
yeah, it's just a Destructor death ball.
Yep.
It's so funny. He just starts inting his commandos. I like that. That's funny.
He just has so many.
Yeah.
Radiants do so little damage.
They do. But he did finish that 1 health commando, didn't he? And here, he's like, I wonder how many mobs he's on. Little did he know, you were spamming too many units.
Yeah.
God.
Destructors, do damage!
Honestly, if you didn't. if you did have if you did have the self-destruct bastion here, you would wipe that whole army and it'd be the funniest fucking thing in the entire goddamn world. Really wish I would have seen that.
Right.
I think he loses this one, but plays another one against him on the same map. No, I'm pretty sure he wins the first one, right? I remember he wins the first one. Did you play Mermixer twice on this map?
Yes.
You're probably right, Refbot. But yeah, this is not even close at this point.
Because look, he's almost collected as many resources as you. Unit count is violently different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels bad, man.
Look at all these. Insane.
Yeah, I think I surrender soon.
Yeah, you do. We're leaving. Next one. Not much to learn from here at this point.
Yeah.
What did you learn?
Uh, not much, honestly. I just like I felt like I wanted, or I felt like I needed to go farther, like go harder on the top right, because that's like the only place that I won trades, and I just like mismanaged things so bad, and I really wish I had not. Like, I thought I was being smart by going for the closer one so that I can like kite back and still get some damage out as I like have to run away inevitably. But I really should have just killed that first extractor and then killed the next extractor, because I probably could have done both and then fought his commandos, because he didn't even have that many coming to like meet me, and
Right.
I had like 20 drovers and lost almost half of them.
Yeah. So three things that I learned from that I think you should learn from that replay specifically is you had split armies, you attacked into pre-split commandos,
Yes.
and you need to attack from more angles. You kept trying to hit that
Yeah.
front door, which is obviously held by that tower, right? Because they only
Yep.
need one tower to hold a bunch of drovers. So
Yeah.
let's take a look. I think he wins this one, right?
Probably. I think, yeah, he
'Cause he
wins
gets it
both
in
of
two.
these, and then I win one in the grand finals, which is the one on Battle Wasteland, I think.
A little slow to throw the factory down. Where's the factory?
Who knows?
He doesn't need it, I guess. There it goes. And then he builds two at once. Actually, I think that's a mistake. I don't think he can... Oh, he almost stalled. That was close. Oh. 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 He almost stalled. That's great. Looks like your path is okay. I didn't actually watch it, but from what I can tell from here. It goes to the
I
center.
don't know about going into the center right away, because I kind of lose this like really hard.
Yeah, you have a small at this point, so it's not the worst thing. But if you're gonna go here, you probably just go straight to it, right? I don't like going to this area. I think it's too vulnerable to open, but that's just me. Because like you put them on here, and then she just kind of waits to die.
Yep. I think I go back and forth between like those two,
Yeah.
and then I try to stay in like the top right there a little bit. And then I don't remember where I put my other moms when I make more.
Oh, looks like he's doing the same build again. It's good though. You're making mom right away. I like that. When you don't know where each other are. Unfortunately, it's very awkwardly timed.
Yeah.
So this
And then I
mom,
see him.
this mom has to move
Bad.
up because she's already harvesting, right?
Mhm.
But looks like you decided to stay, which not great. Awkwardly timed there.
I don't know what my decision making here was. It was just kind of bad.
Yeah, it was kind of panic. This needs to be
And
made
this
a
should
new
have been
mom
another mom
immediately.
already.
Yeah. And this one just has to wait until that comes up and then go back.
Yep.
I don't think this is a patrol point.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But it's just what I have to do, because I guess I can move over, but I just kind of went up immediately because I did finally make a second mom.
Hell yeah.
Or a fourth mom, I guess, there.
All right. Got your fourth mom. He's only on 15 commandos. Well, probably 12 production. But he knows you spawned in this corner, so he goes straight to it.
I actually spawned in the bottom right.
That's
so
very lucky.
Joke's on him.
Oh, you spawned in top right.
Did I?
Yep.
No. Rip.
Rip. But yeah, you're feeling confident with your Drovers. You're going to move to the center like a boss. He
Hell yeah.
immediately makes a proxy hub.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Did you look at this replay?
No, not really.
Yeah, this is awkward.
Yeah, the first two against Mermixer, I felt like I just had no idea what I was going to learn from it anyway, so I didn't really look at them.
Yeah.
He was like, look at how many units he has already. That's so fucking many.
It's pretty obnoxious, undeniably. Here you actually get a really good trade, though. Because he's bunched. Look at that, 27 to, what was it, 20? Now, unfortunately, you missed macro for a second, but
Yep.
still pretty good for you. You halved his commando count. Pretty nice. Now, if you had microed it perfectly, I think these three commandos would have been dead as well. But that's okay.
Yeah.
But now, for the first time, you have more drovers than he has commandos. Congratulations.
Huzzah. It's a beautiful thing.
Only took one good trade.
He went for 2 large factories. He's a little bitch.
Yeah,
He
he's
just
got
literally
4
spams
refineries, so
Yeah.
yeah, spamming commandos is easy. Doing everything else in bed is a little complicated.
Yep. Unfortunately, when I don't know how to fucking play the game, spamming commandos is actually just gonna win every single time almost.
Yeah, I mean, you have the right concept, right? These
Yep.
walls are too late.
Yeah, I killed these. And I think I
Missed
killed
rally
those
here.
walls. I don't remember what I
You
did
do.
exactly.
You kill these walls. You leave this wall.
Yeah.
That's a mistake. See this
Yeah, I
wall?
know.
That
Yeah, I
wall
did
needs
see
to
it.
die.
I didn't think it would matter, and I felt like unconfident to like go for it then because I thought he had more army.
No, he had.
If
he had nothing running up to you, he has nothing.
Yeah, should have realized.
Now
but-
he just needs to get one commando on there, and you can no longer do anything about that refinery.
And then I lose a bunch of drovers to the
You still have
refinery
plenty.
again.
Look, 38
Makes
to
a wall in my
15.
face. The
His
thing
income is
stalled.
stalling. Yep. Is he ain't making anything else? No. Need to kill that wall soon. These drovers should be able to clean that up. But you're seeing him stall, right? Because you're seeing the walls
Yeah.
pause. So this is huge for you. If you get this extractor, he's in trouble. But I think if I remember correctly, you get the... Yikes, that was terrible. You get the extractor.
I killed the extractor, and then he fucking comes out anyways, and then they die. I didn't think they did that.
Yeah, no, it was right before it died is when it came out. Yeah. Kill these commandos. Here you're going to turn around
Yeah.
and focus this. Don't do that.
Yeah. And then, yeah, there's that wall that I should have already killed. I don't know why it's not
And
dead
this
already.
is... Yeah,
Rip.
this wall is no longer killable. That's too much health.
Yep.
You're getting more units rally down, which is great. Because, like, look at this. Look at this population difference, right?
Yeah.
Now...
And I'm
there's-
stalling his production, so...
Yep, they're split here, which is
Mhm.
okay. Not ideal. But it's fine.
Mhm.
You're making it work,
I
right?
think I lose a ton of drovers to this wall. This commando on that wall there.
Yes, you do. You lose so many.
Yeah.
If only it showed the kill count.
Alright.
But here, right?
Yep.
Wall completed. Walls completed. Walls almost completed. Not much you can do.
Mhm.
From this point, you have to start making mobs.
Okay.
Because these 3 walls are going to defend his whole base.
Yeah.
Like, this extractor is vulnerable, so you can get that one. This
I
extractor
mean, I
is
can still
vulnerable.
kill that wall. It's 20 seconds away.
Yeah, you can kill this
I
wall.
think I do.
But
I think I
these
keep trying to
3,
kill that extractor.
these 3
defend everything he needs to defend. Now,
Except
of
for that
course,
extractor on
you
the
could
left.
wrap
That wall's
around.
not far enough to the left.
Yeah, you could go around and wrap around and do that, right? But you can't stop him from making commandos anymore. And you
It's
don't
true.
have enough drovers to really split yourself up around it. And he's got this. Like, you don't know this exists, right?
Yeah.
So you could totally just try to cut him off from all money and keep spamming units and sending them in. But eventually you should realize that he has another one.
Yeah.
But lack of experience makes
I mean,
it
I
so
don't
there's
think
no
I
way you'll
do.
know
'Cause,
that.
like,
That's okay.
I think maybe he just like gets some from the other extractors.
That was good.
Did
He
I
lost,
lose
like,
any
one
drovers
drover.
today?
Yeah, I think he lost one, maybe two. So that was
Okay.
pretty good, though. And you can't kill a refinery with drovers.
I mean,
Just
it's
does not
already
work.
half health. Oh, I didn't fucking see that one come out.
Yeah. He sold it. He sold it.
Oh, he did?
Yep. It's a
Does that
shroud
actually
thing.
do anything for him?
Yeah, he gets a little bit of money out of it instead of just losing it. This is just dumb. This is free. He spent a lot of money on it just for it to instantly die.
Yep.
Focusing the headquarters is not ideal.
I
But
think
that's
I just
okay.
kind of like.
You were probably
didn't really have
microing.
him cooking on anything, yeah. And then I on the wall. A bunch of drovers die trying to kill
The
that
upgrade
wall.
is
It's just
done.
dumb, and I don't realize. Yeah. And then I just start losing drovers, but I didn't stop making drovers yet, which is
Yeah.
a problem. I think I get too uppity. Yeah, I made striders because I was like, oh well, I gotta kill those. One, I saw the upgrade is done, and two, I was like, oh well, I gotta kill those like the refineries now. But obviously, I can't get back in with those striders. They just like die for basically free, I think.
Yeah, because he's going to
Yeah,
have
they
a
try
ton
to
of
kill that
commandos by the
extractor.
time they get up here. But you did a pretty good job keeping off that refinery, right?
Yeah.
Now, these striders should be killing workers, and the refinery is a bonus if you can get it.
Yep. But of course, he still has like so many commandos. Even though I kept stalling him out, it didn't matter. Do I kill this extractor?
No.
I think I did. Oh yeah, and here I was so confused because I was like, how does he have vision on me?
Yeah, I saw
What a
that.
fucking bitch boy. God damn, I hate him. It's so annoying. I was like, fuck.
You made drovers. Yikes.
I did make drovers because I'm a dumbass.
See, one commando sets it to 15. How much damage does this do? 4? Yikes.
I
Finally get
make
it.
a lot of panic mistakes because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, and he's actually good and is contesting me on basically everything that I'm trying to do. I felt
Yeah.
really good when I was killing his extractors. I killed the refinery.
Yeah, no, that
all
was great. But that's when you need to make moms.
Yeah, and I think I have like that bad habit of just like when I start like winning, I think I can just like rush with more small proteins, and that's the way to win, and not to like get my production to match his production when I kill like an extractor and stall him.
Right. Refbot, were you... So here he says, where the striders you just win. Were you referring to when he had like that huge ball of drovers running around the base? Because if that's what you were referring to, he doesn't actually just win there because the walls are already completed and they just have too much health. And he could absolutely go for the striders here, but if he does, he has to go for the medium hub before anything else. Because drovers aren't going to do anything to this. Striders are going to do a little bit of damage to it, but I don't think that would have been enough because he already completed the walls.
I could have easily. This was like a really dumb mistake. I didn't think that they would matter so much, especially the one on the bottom left. I was like, that's basically useless.
This one?
And then I didn't realize how good the one on the right was going to be to stop me from getting my reinforcements in, because he kills like one or two of like every single drover rally that I do basically before they even get there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you're right, Roughbot, that could totally work. I don't know if it's a guaranteed win, like you're saying. Like, yeah, it can work, but that would kind of require Mermixer to make a mistake from here on out with his micro and his unit positioning, which he would have had a much stronger chance at holding this off, right? If he had actually paused production on like a factory or two, so he could keep churning them out at an even rate. And he wouldn't have stalled his upgrade for so long.
Yeah, but it's pretty much over from here, I so understand.
Yeah, at this point it's over. Alright, let's see if I can find it. Did I go too far? Not far enough. I think not far enough. So let's see. Here it's correct to keep making drovers. A little bit. 30 seconds? Maybe.
Do refineries have armor?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. Otherwise, Beta would be super weak.
Yeah.
Here, right? So... yeah, this position is super winnable. It's like 5 drovers, that really sucks.
Yep.
Right here is where we were talking about. So let's see, 55. If these were Striders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he could win, right? Because the tech upgrade isn't done yet, and that would be, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 Striders focusing this medium hub probably would have been enough to finish it. So yeah, you're probably right, Refbot. That could actually finish this medium hub before the upgrade is completed. But I would argue that Murmixer made a mistake, because if he paused production on like a large factory, this upgrade should have been done a while ago. But one thing that Andronimus had mentioned in the stream during this game is what you should have done, Legendary 5, is taken a drover and just queued it around the map to look for expansions. Because it should be clear that he has an expansion from here, because he was able to hold that. Which, if he was just on 3 refineries, there's no way he holds that, because he's running 2 large factories.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't realize. I thought maybe he was just like getting enough from that one on the left or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, this is the funny thing, the seeker, that you thought you saw for a second, and then you like sent these units over to look for it.
Yeah, I thought X stealth, man.
Yeah, no, you have to get an upgrade for them to detect stealth.
Man.
If you needed to detect stealth, it's actually the proteins. All the proteins.
Yeah, the small proteins and... yeah, see, I see it again.
Yeah.
I saw it again for a second. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Because the small popped out, and then it's like, what?
Yeah, I was so
Here,
lost.
actually, what you could have done is focus the harvester, and then it would have blown up all the commandos.
Oh, it blows up both?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Good to know. And then he just starts rebuilding it here, because he's like, that's fine, it's dead.
Yeah.
But making drovers from here after you know he's completed the upgrade is definitely a mistake.
Yeah.
As you know.
Yeah, but like, what do I do? Because like, none of the small protein units are good then at that point. Like, Striders are good, and then you need Crescents, I guess, to back them up. But
yeah, you have to make a large, make Crescents and Striders. Just
I'm
one
just
large.
so far away from larges for like a long time that if I had like, I
Yep.
would have had to pause for so long to get it, and then his commandos just would have killed me anyways. So, like,
Yep.
it
That's
just
right.
sucks. I just am not fast enough and not good enough.
It's that thing I told you that I kind of explained earlier, where if you see him make a refinery, you have to kind of choose to go in or make bombs. You chose to
Yeah.
go in, and now you're behind at this point because your going
Yep.
in didn't finish the job.
Yep.
Yep.
You.
But okay. I think we got what we can from this replay. Good one to look at for sure.
Yeah, it was okay. Come on out.
We got 2 left.
Yep. Crystal and Crag is not worth looking at. I just got fucking stomped.
No,
Hard.
it's definitely worth looking at because you made a ton of mistakes.
That's because I literally played the map once, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so it's just over. Like,
No,
I was
it's
dumb and I let it through the ban. I had like,
it's you getting overwhelmed is what it is.
yeah, because I didn't know what to do because I was like, I don't know what this map is. I don't know where I should go, and then I just kind of went random places. And also, he's much better at human than he is at beta. I mean, yeah, there's probably like things to learn, but like, I don't know. I didn't bother looking at it because I just had no idea what to do anyways because I don't know the map.
I think you've got the pathing on this map because you know not to go straight up, but do 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 da 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 do 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 do.
Jokes on you, I went
Alrighty.
straight up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Well, now you know. He stalls out here because he doesn't time his structures very well. He actually, I think it's hilarious. This game, he goes for the refinery earlier, but makes a wall preemptively.
Nice.
He's like, this guy just keeps rushing me. I'm gonna make a wall.
I did rush him though. That is a fact.
But this wall makes it so you literally can't do anything to these.
Yep. It's so dumb that one thing and it's so fucking cheap. Like.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, but one thing that I have noticed that almost every player makes a mistake with these walls is that they kind of say to themselves, I have this wall here. I need units around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the time when you see a beta player make a wall like this preemptively, he's going to turtle.
Mm-hmm.
And if he turtles, you just make mobs.
Mm-hmm.
And you have units stationed outside like here. For when he does decide to push out, you can actually make an army by the time he gets there.
Yeah.
This is another mistake. We've talked about this. Skipping ahead to when you actually get units again, because those will die. Do 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 do.
Once again, I try to go for the top right there, but he had already made a wall, but he doesn't have a unit on.
Yep, so you should be able to get a worker or two and an extractor for free.
I see the wall, and I'm like, okay, go for the extractor.
Good job. Focus the worker.
And yeah.
Damn.
And I didn't get it. Rip. And then I didn't micro it, and I think I lose a big pack of drovers.
These need to be with it.
Yep.
Awkward.
Yeah. I was like, they're lost, so fuck it.
I think you were trying to focus the harvester, but then you just didn't because Drover. No, no, I can't watch.
Those were supposed to go around, but they pathed really weird.
Yeah, I figured. And then here he just macros really hard. Actually stalls out because he's building largest and an extractor at the same time. So that's pretty bad. Gives you a chance to get back in there though.
Yeah.
Yeah. These should be doing something. I know it's like almost impossible for you to like do anything from what you have seen, but you should still be looking, right?
Yeah.
Walls like these are exactly why the walls are cheap. The pillars are cheap.
Yep. To win, he has a pre-split army.
Recognizes it, respects it, sees a wall, gets sad.
Yep.
But again, going left. I think at one point you tried doing that by hugging this wall, and it does not work.
Yeah, I think I might have done that at one point.
This is a good angle, though. I love it.
Yeah, it works. Because obviously there's the wall on the right side. I didn't even know about the biggest wall. I just knew about the single wall there. And then he has way too many commandos for me to deal with. I'm like, oh shit.
Really good micro, though.
I think I
take
still
that.
lose more than I fucking got, but
That's okay. It's better than losing everything for free.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear God. 5 refineries to 5 moms. That's not very close.
Nope.
This is where you get really sad.
Yeah, I saw that wall, and I was like,
he
shit.
has a secret
And then
here
he
because
puts
he
the
knows.
secret in there. Yep.
Yeah, this is not ideal.
Yeah, I was like, I kept
your
doing
army's
that. I
split.
like literally didn't even know how the fuck he like saw in there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I do the same thing because literally nobody builds seekers in this matchup. Like, actually nobody. Hardly anybody builds seekers in general, so it's like actually hilarious to me that Murmixer just kind of does it. So, but anyway.
Tilted.
That's okay. Bastions are cool and all, but you know what would be really cool?
What?
Crescents.
A crescent right there on that cliff?
Right here on this cliff, right next to his base, conveniently right in front of this large factory, actually.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. I really underrated crescents and I never made them.
Yeah. Which
I
I
don't
mean,
even know if I have a tech upgrade yet.
you do.
Okay.
I mean, you know, a couple of destructors are cool to be backed up with a bunch of drovers, but it's crazy he still doesn't have this done yet. It's like 7.5 minutes in. He probably forgot to do it or something. Oh no, he just didn't build it because he was busy expanding. Here, again, army needs to be together to deal with this.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just like I'd always like felt like split armies would be okay and would like have a purpose, but like yeah, it's just better to like throw it all in.
It's ideal to have a split army against Shroud, right? Because they have to split their army to deal with your moms because they just lose every fight. But split armies are ideal for beta and sometimes human, depending on the human style. But it's really ideal for beta because their units are cheap. They're okay with taking small trades, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, you need it all together to deal with an army count this high. Because look at that population difference, right?
Yep.
You shouldn't be pushing in at all here, actually. I'd like to see you station this in this bush. But he's playing this pretty horribly, so... Yeah.
I still lose everything here.
You lose everything, but not a terrible trade, honestly. You cut his command account in half, practically.
He lost an extra commando there for free. For
Hell
free
yeah.
low.
The value.
The value.
This unit is so silly.
Yep. I hate him. He has them everywhere too.
He literally does.
I was wondering how he always like fucking like answered
He always
me
knew?
exactly where I was. Fucking hell, it's so annoying to me.
Because nobody ever builds these. I think they're kind of
I
expensive.
like just don't know the fucking game. I had no idea what they were. So,
Yeah, let me see. How much do they cost? Where is it? Here it is, Seeker. It is... Where is it? 80? That's it?
Yep.
Isn't that like... Yeah, it's the same as a commando.
R.I.P. I guess.
Wow. And it detects stealth for free.
Yeah. That seems kind of busted.
This seems pretty
That
good,
seems kind of good.
Needs to be together.
Yeah, I tried to like time them, and then I timed them pretty poorly, and then I lost.
Because
Really
these are slow.
Yep.
And then he threw drawers into him. That's okay. And then
And
here...
I think he has exploding commando now, so I'm just like...
Oh yeah, he does. He's had it for a hot minute here. He lets your destructors walk away here, actually. Yeah. He doesn't have units for some reason. I wonder if he like paused production at some point. Or I don't know. I don't know what he's saving his money for. He's probably too focused on microing.
Possibly.
Yeah, but here I think you get a bunch more destructors, and then you just can't deal with it. Because he was sitting on his money for too long, so...
He made the epic unit.
Yeah, but that should not make that massive of a difference. He starts building something else. Where is it? What is it? Because an epic unit should not be... Oh, you destroyed one of his refineries. That's why.
Oh, his extractor.
Yeah, this extractor.
Naked destructors, always.
Destructors are really good in huge numbers.
They just do so much damage.
They really do.
Look at how cool they are.
And then here, if you're able to kill this medium hub, his production literally stops. Because he's got 3 smalls, right?
Yep.
So, one thing I'd like to see
I
you
think I
focus
focused
on
the
more.
extractors, and then I focused the epic unit because I was like scared of it.
No, here you actually move down. You focus this random structure. I think you just don't know what to focus.
Yeah, I really didn't.
Getting the refinery is excellent, though. It's like, so if he has no units, you get the hub, right?
Yep.
Because then he has no units.
Mm-hmm.
If he has units and they're gonna die soon, you should probably just try to kill the refinery or an extractor if there's literally no hope, or a worker. Like in that order, right?
Yeah.
Because here you have too many.
2 refineries went down like instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of
do a lot of damage.
10
This is
destructors
this is
kinda
the best.
cranky.
This is the best Goo endgame kind of thing. It's just a destructor death ball.
Yep. Holy fuck. Yeah, they just fucking crank, dude. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Absolutely.
I didn't go for the medium hub. I went for the refinery because I wasn't sure how important the medium hub was. Because I
Yeah,
guess
no,
if
you
he
got
doesn't
it.
have refineries, he can't make large factories anyways.
Yep. And then here you're like, I don't know anymore.
Never mind.
Yeah, you focused it and then moved over.
Yeah.
I mean, headquarters is good,
headquarters.
so he can't build something somewhere else on the map, right?
Yep.
But you actually turn around and focus this instead.
Yeah. Very confused on what I should actually focus.
Yeah. And then he calls it. By the way, Mermixer, pretty known to make epics in tournaments at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a troll.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a lot easier in Shroud than the other races, in my opinion. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what exactly did he do wrong? Like, how much resource did he lose to making the epic unit?
Oh
that
no,
I had
that's
so much
that's
time
not
to
what
make
he
that
did
many?
wrong. That's not what he did wrong.
Yep.
I'll show you. Let's go back real quick.
Okay.
He was too focused on micro and needed to focus on macro.
Mm-hmm. Funny, because I was not focused on micro, and I was only focused on macro, because I don't know how to micro.
Was it here? This might take a second. Come on, Grey Go, I believe. Alright, bet. Nope. It was before. Yeah, actually, it was right around here. If only I could fast forward.
Yep.
Let's skip
We're just gonna
just
watch
a little bit.
It'll be fun.
No, it'll be great. It'll be worth seeking. Come on, Grey Goo. You know what I found out today?
Huh.
I literally saved no time. Because watch, he's focused on fighting your army here.
Yep.
Look at his money.
Yep.
The composer of the music for this game
Yep.
also voices the revolvers.
Oh, cool.
Not that I think you've ever heard that.
Not that I can remember, no.
Because did you play Human at all?
No.
Yeah.
I played beta for a little bit, and then I played Goo.
Yeah, you've never heard it. That's okay. It's kind of a weird voice. See, look. He capped on resources.
Yeah. And he's basically just making commandos at this point.
Yeah, like,
And
what he should be
many.
doing is making, like,
Not
another hub, right?
Yeah.
Slap down, like, a refinery, factory, something. It doesn't matter. Here he does it, but he's still capped. Like, he starts building this, but he's still capped. Like, look, this isn't getting anything, and he's capped. Now, it jumps down a little bit because you killed a couple of the workers.
Yeah.
So it started counting that, but as soon as the worker gets back to the thing, it'll count it as plus again.
Stop it. Billy. Billy. Fine.
It's a long walk. As soon as it gets in, it jumps up again. But yeah, and then you're able to stall his production count again, like the last game, right?
Yep.
So he doesn't get the commandos out fast enough to deal with these destructors.
Yep. Yeah, because he's at 0 now, so he can't make any. And he has like what? How many commandos? Like those 3?
14.
Oh,
But
he has
that
14.
includes,
Where are they?
That includes these in production.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, where the fuck are his units?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh, it jumped down again because he started making predators. That's why. Predators do not counter these, by the way. But that's fine.
Oh.
I think they're supposed to, but they just don't.
Just because destructors are too OP, man.
Yeah, I mean, in small numbers, absolutely, right? But
Yeah. Like 1 or 2 destructors.
yeah.
A couple predators will probably deal with that, okay?
Yeah, because predators are like, they're kind of like drovers where they can move around and keep shooting.
Yeah.
They're the exact same thing, but predators are tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
But they have no armor piercing, so awkward. Okay, here, because we'd only had a tiny bit of practice against human,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not very good at human. I think you could have done a lot of things differently, so we're gonna look at it.
Oh, I definitely could have done a lot of things differently. I also have horrible pathing. I lose like a shit ton of mining time, I think. Because I just
you
have
go
no idea where to go.
corner across and then down around.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah. This is what happens when you don't play on a map you're familiar with, am I right?
Yep. Well, I forgot to ban it because I was dumb and I like just wasn't paying attention.
What did you ban instead? World Tree?
I don't remember. I think World Tree because he was playing beta.
Yeah. I'd rather play on World Tree.
I mean, yeah, so would I. I just like, I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't like, oh, like Crystal and Crag isn't banned. I was just like, oh, I can ban World Tree, I guess. And it was not good.
Yeah. Come on, feel the noise. Girls rock the boys. He stalls out because he greedily builds an early refinery here.
What a hoe.
Now, he didn't scout it, and that's okay. But, why did you make these drovers?
I don't know, dude. I was so
Yeah.
off on this game that I just like did random bullshit and I
Your
wasn't even.
your early
attention.
pathing stalled you super hard.
Yep.
These should be 4 moms by now.
Yep.
Especially because he's not pressuring you, right?
Mhm.
Like, I don't think he even has any idea where you are.
Yep. Except he does now because he sees my drovers retreat back to the center. Ha.
Yeah, he's like, well, he's right side for sure. And then he very smartly decides to retreat here and group up with his units that are coming out. Because I don't know if I remember, I don't know if I told you, but ideally the humans go 4 factories out the gate and start churning out
Yep.
units, kind of like the beta.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, because of your awkward pathing and making an early small, he actually gets paid off for going for the greedy build.
Yep.
And then, let's see, we're going to keep an eye on the structures here. So you're in 4 mobs now. This is not even close, right?
Yeah.
And then here he's going to start pre-splitting his units, and you're still going to go for it.
Yep.
Because like this isn't very well pre-split, but it's still pre-split enough. Also, this
Yeah, I was like, I have played against humans so little that I had no idea how like how much like health and stuff they had. So like, I thought I could like get one, and I was just like, they're really strong units, I think.
no. So yeah, this is what we're going to talk about right now. Look at this Trident's health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's look at the Revolver's health.
Oh, that one's a different unit.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Which
You
one's
did-
is he? Wait,
This
what?
is
Which
his
one's
starting unit. This is his scout.
Oh, okay.
Revolver's damage is significantly higher though.
Ah. They literally look the same to me. They still look the same to me. I can't tell the difference.
They look
like,
the same to
what
you?
the fuck? Look at them! Like, I can see, like I don't
This
know.
dude has 3 eyes, dude. Come on.
Look, they both have 3-pronged fucking arms. And
Where?
Like,
This guy just has arms and he has like a gun on his back.
yeah, that's kind of what the other guy looks
This
like.
one's crawling.
He's just like a little bit smaller.
All right, think of it this way. This one's crawling and this one's a drover.
Oh, okay.
How about that? Does that help? No.
Not really.
All right, we're moving on.
I'll just have to play more against them to figure it out.
It's fine. You'll figure it out.
Eventually, possibly.
For sure. Let's take a look. I was leaning up on my chair so my feet are asleep. This is the worst feeling. He makes another refinery because he feels pretty confident after seeing the few drovers you had.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so pre-split. This can maybe take that, but now absolutely not. Like if you had moved up, maybe you would come out a little bit ahead, but it would not have been worth it, right?
Yeah.
And then at this point, you need to forget this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually talked about this when I was casting. This map heavily favors humans because they like to turtle in their base, and there's very tight choke points that a human can hold from all over this map, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like the best place for you to go, but the main base is where the human wants to stay, and that's all they care about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, forget this. This is gone. Ditch this.
Yes.
Forget this.
Yeah.
Get all of these.
Yeah.
Right? Because the human player wins by making small harass forces and going around the map and finding you.
Mm-hmm.
You win by out-trading him and choking him out on his resource points. So
Yes.
you accidentally gave the guy the best human map on the pool.
Yes.
Whoops.
To be fair, I did think he was playing beta.
That is
But I
fair.
also just like I would have banned Crystal and Craig.
You now remember I said that World Tree is technically favored, but you can totally play around it because I always play.
I don't think it's that bad. I think World Tree's okay.
Yeah, I always play in the beta on World Tree because I'm totally confident. But that's just me. You should start getting the air units out soon. Yeah, there they are. And he's going to start making Valiants, which is not good for you. And he starts making another one. I think he's going to stall his production, but I don't think he cares because he's got all of these.
It's over. I can't do anything. You know, was so uncomfortable on this map and against human.
No, you can still
and
do
against
stuff.
good players.
You just can't go up the middle.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I had no idea what to do, so I couldn't do anything because like, you know.
Yeah, I understand that. There's this massive uncomfortability feeling just through lack of experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then you force the fight through the pre-split army.
Yep.
Yep. And then the Valiants show up to make sure that there's zero hope of this ever working.
Yep.
And then I think he gets like a small harass force come through the left side to the bottom towards you. Yeah, there it is. Right here. And he has this to keep vision on his right to ensure that this extractor is safe. By the way, human extractors have armor. I don't know if I told you that.
It's kind of lame.
Yeah.
I think you did, and I just kind of forgot about it.
I hate playing against human. It's so much not fun. Because at least against beta, I can kind of get the extractors, right?
Yep.
But anyways, this is the best deal for him because your Drovers came in a straight line instead of one ball.
Yep.
Just another small micro thing. I mean, you didn't react. That's fine. That just happens sometimes.
Yep.
Gotta slam that space bar, am I right?
What does spacebar even do? I was pressing spacebar to try to like go to certain parts of the map, and I just never figured out what it even fucking does.
It brings you to the notification. So the
So
notification,
you're under attack.
yeah, is just under attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So if it's like you're fighting, you press the spacebar to see where it is.
Interesting. That could help.
And here Mermixer realizes, oh, he's only got a few mobs. Sweet.
Yep.
Kicks into high production.
Yep. I
And
did
he-
make 6 bombs now.
He
but
literally
I had nothing to
can't.
defend them, and I
He
just-
literally can't figure out what the hell he's trying to do. He keeps on trying to rearrange his base properly, but he can't. He can't do it. It's actually kind of funny to watch
It happens.
because it does take practice arranging the human space.
Mhm.
Do you have the upgrade?
Nope.
You do.
Oh no, I do. Oh, in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine because you've got him out and ready for it.
Yeah.
Because like, look at this. He tries to move him back onto the stealth attachment. I don't know what he's trying to build here. Do you need stealth and artillery for the artillery for human? I don't remember.
I know.
Yeah, you do. I don't know why you need stealth for that. It's really odd, but okay. But he's gonna start churning out howitzers like it's a joke, and then once he has howitzers, it's over. But I don't think he even saw them. No.
I don't know why they walked up and around
no.
instead.
Instead of going through the middle.
Yeah. And then they die, and I'm like, oh, well, that's sad.
Yeah. Hey, you remember though, 4 is really good for dealing with air.
Yep.
These need support. We talked about that.
Yep.
Yep. So, really, honestly, now that we're done with this last replay, it is like a bunch of the same mistakes just throughout the games. Primarily macro and some decision making that you can learn through practice. Oh yeah, 40 kick, absolutely. There was actually a tournament this last weekend. That's what these replay reviews are for. If you want, I can drop you the Discord link. That's how we all link together and talk about the game. But, yeah. Is there anything that, I'll pull it up. Is there anything that you wanted to, like, ask or discuss about regarding any of this? Because I think you have a pretty good understanding, because it really is just us hammering some of the same mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I think going through the replays is good. Learning like the little things, like I obviously overrated destructors and underrated crescents, because not only do crescents not require a tech upgrade to be able to deal with tier 1 armies, but
And they actually
also
force
do it
your
a hell of
opponent.
a lot better in certain points.
Yeah, and they also force your opponent to make anti-air, which is
Yeah.
actually useless against you, right? It's also worth mentioning that if you go to 4 crescents and they all shoot at the same time, anti-air, they have to get a higher number of anti-air than what they might have already made. So if you make 2 crescents, your opponent makes like 4 anti-air, because the balls themselves actually have health, right? It's not like they get one shot.
Yeah.
So if you have like 4 crescents and they all shoot at the same time and they only have 4 anti-air, you're still going to land your shots.
Mm-hmm.
So just something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that, like, there's a lot of things that, like, even, like, that you pointed out now that I had already figured out just from, like, playing and, like, looking at it a little bit and thinking about it. But obviously, like, there's things that I, like, didn't understand, like, because destructors eventually ended up working, I was like, oh, I just need more destructors, not, like, having 4 destructors or 6 destructors is fine if I have a backup army, like drovers to come in with it. I was just like, oh, if I have 6 destructors, no, wait till I have 10, you know?
Yeah, right. I mean, it's fine to move in with as many as you have if you have nothing else coming, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But that is like the dream end game for Go, is getting 10, 12 destructors, and then you just kind of walk through everything because they do too much damage.
Yeah.
Except for, of course, artillery, but you saw that in our practice games.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so I think I like learned most of what I can. There's I guess there's like a couple. Wait. So the biggest thing is like, do you think, or what do you think? Because mostly like I think my big thing was like, my thought was that if I can kill one extractor and stall the production, I should just go as hard as possible, because if I stalled the production, I can just like keep spamming units and rush. But
that is
do you feel like in most cases it's better to just up your own production by like waiting and making a mob and letting your drover force die eventually to like when they finally make enough units to kill them?
That's a really difficult thing to answer because it so depends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I feel like every time I did it in this tournament, you were like, yeah, you should have made a mob when you actually... Well, I guess it only happened like a few times because I played basically only Goo.
Right. I mean, it's really all through experience to learn when to make mobs, right? It's not like when you do this, that's when you make a mob. It's more like, this is a good opportunity to make a mob, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like necessarily right.
Specifically in the games that we just like looked at, pretty much every single time I should have just made another mom or 2 more moms when I got those really good trades with my drovers and had them in the base being a little like nuisance. If
you get a good trade off and you're ahead, like, and you have map control, that's when you make moms.
Yeah.
Like, you played StarCraft, right?
Yep.
So if you're winning, you just make another base.
Yeah. Well,
same concept.
So
yes, exactly. That's exactly it. If you're winning, you just make another base, or your all-in just wins the game. One of the two.
No, I rushed.
All right, so you did all in.
Which is why my instinct is to make more drovers. I usually win. Like if I win a massive trade with Zerg, I just made more units, and I killed the rest of their units, and you know.
Yeah. No, I played Zerg
like
too.
You still expand, but like I feel like I had like a set like expansion rate, and you know.
Yeah.
I didn't often expand more when I won a really good trade. I way more often rushed harder when I
made more units.
Trade. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Grey Goo is definitely a game with a lot of defender's advantage to it, so.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like attacking into like 2 ramps. It's really hard.
Yep.
Because everything has so much health.
It's true. Except Goo units. Goo units have no fucking health.
Yeah, but they're so fast.
I suppose.
They are faster.
They are, I know. I just, you know, it feels really bad when I go up against beta and I get so many more units out, and then all of the units are just better, and I'm like,
Well, commandos do suck. They just, they have good range and okay enough damage to where spamming them is good.
Yeah.
But if you have, like, you know, AoE, they're useless.
True.
It's like Banelings versus Marines.
Mm-hmm. Didn't humans in StarCraft have like a little shield unit like the Valiant did too? Am I crazy?
No.
What am I thinking of?
I mean, they can get the shield upgrade to get health. You might be thinking of Hellions.
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of. I felt like there was like a little like barrier unit.
You're thinking of sentries?
Maybe.
Because that's a Protoss unit. They make a
I was
barrier.
probably thinking of a Protoss unit.
And then they can also make the barriers on the ground that are force fields.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it's sentries. But okay. That sounds good. I think that the only thing I can suggest to you is just playing games, kind of figuring out the feel for it. And then once you've kind of developed your understanding of builds and things like that, you can actually come up with your own build and try to come up with a counter.
Yay!
I had to do that when I got back into the game because I had never played with Quick Script before, and I was just like, I literally don't understand.
I do not understand.
Because it was like totally different from when I played back in the day, right?
Yeah. Back in my day.
Yeah, I feel old.
Yep. You are. It's okay though.
It is okay.
Cool. Well, thank you for the replay reviews. I think I learned a lot.
That's good. You should just play randomly with random people sometimes. You'll get a lot better.
I will. I'm just going to take a break for a little bit and play other games and stream more of the other stuff.
That's fair.
I'll keep playing some here and there, but...
Are you going to enter the Twos tournament next month?
I was thinking about it.
Okay.
Are we allowed to team up if we're both Goo players?
Yeah. I'm not going to play Goo, though, if I do play. I might wind up just casting. It depends on the players that show up and what we've got. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll probably do another tournament too later if I mean I don't know. I don't want to do tournaments where there's like tier 1 players still because, you know, I'm just going to lose.
But that's the fun.
Not even in like you know?
I love playing against people who are better than me.
Well, yeah, like a little bit. Not people who are I'm so outclassed by that like I'll lose in like seconds and I'll just be like, well, I don't know what I did wrong. Well, they just were really good.
Think of it this way. I came back to the game, right? And I had like a month and a half to relearn the game before I joined the biggest tournament of the year.
Yeah.
It was like so overwhelming because I was like, damn, this is like not even close to the same game that I left. The meta had evolved and everything.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun. I think I'm going to go really hard for the next tournament, though.
Go for it.
I mean, like the next year-end tournament.
Yeah.
I'm confident I can take first if I practice long enough.
Hell yeah. Make it back to number 1.
Show people that Goo doesn't suck.
Hell yeah. Yeah, why do people think Goo sucks? Goo's good.
It's because Goo is hard to play. It's so hard to play.
Yeah, but I feel like in every other like game, the thing that's the hardest to play, everybody just defaults to it being the best because they're just like, oh well, if you're just skilled enough, you'll it's better. But with Goo, everyone's just like, no, they're just bad. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's awkward. It's weird. It's so weird.
It is weird. I understand that. It took me a long time just to get to like even decent.
Yeah.
At Goo.
But I mean, like right now, there's like one tier 1 player for every race. Like there's literally one for every race, and every time I talk with them, they're all like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure Goo is just the best race," and I'm like, "Yeah, if I didn't suck, maybe I could actually beat you." Because like every time they beat me, they're like, "Damn, Goo is just OP." I'm like, I know. If I didn't make that one mistake, I would have won pretty handily. And he's like, and they're always like, "Yeah, that was a really small mistake, but If you didn't,
Yeah, I did notice that too, especially when I was like looking at like the replays of like Mermixer. I was like, damn, Betta's got it easy, dude. They just like select down the refineries and the
yeah.
factories and start spamming commandos.
Yeah, especially because
Bro,
they
wish
can
that
auto
was me,
queue.
dude.
Yeah, they can just auto queue, so you don't have to actually select your small proteins every
Right? I
fucking
wish I
30
could fucking
seconds.
auto queue my small proteins into drovers. Damn.
Right? Yeah, that'll probably be impossible to code though.
It's totally doable. It's
Doable,
weird
sure,
though,
but
because like, no, it's like really easy to do it. It's just like, because like you can have a rally point, you can have them do it as soon as like you have one available. Like it's, I don't know, it's like there's nothing different about it really. The only problem is like making the small protein after it's made into something would be weird to auto queue.
yeah.
Like it would just probably come with some like weird like bugs, and they probably just like gave up on it.
Do you have any idea how
Or
many
it never-
bugs the GUI UI already has?
Yeah.
Like,
They really outdid themselves with Goo, huh?
yeah, they're like, this is awesome. Like, this concept is great. And then it's like they probably like forgot like, you know, their deadline or something. And then, and then they're like, oh, wait a second, this is going to be way harder than we thought.
Yep. No, they definitely thought. I don't think they. Yeah, I think they didn't put as much thought, or not thought, like because they obviously put some thought into it, but like I don't think they planned around Goo being completely different from all of the other races.
Right.
Like, because Shroud's a little different too. Like, Human and Beta kind of are very similar in like how like the buildings get built and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But like
I mean,
Shroud is like a little different, and I feel like they were like, oh, Shroud and Goo were gonna be weird.
No,
So you probably gotta
Shroud.
spend more time on them.
Shroud was in the expansion.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
Originally, it was just the 3 races, and then suddenly Shroud came out, and it's like, well, this is definitely different. This is a lot of variety now.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose before then, Goo would have been the only one that's like not just, you know, build buildings and do stuff.
Right. And, you know, I gotta say, 3 races is a lot easier to balance than 4. And
It's true.
we also, it's worth mentioning that they didn't have time to finish balancing Shroud before they released it. And then soon after it was released, they cut all funding and stopped balancing. So Shroud,
Shroud's still like really strong.
Shroud has a lot of imbalances to it. Some units are just absolutely terrible, and some are really powerful.
That's funny.
Yeah, like their artillery, it's terrible.
Yep.
It's so bad. What they do is like they take a long time to land their shot, like the Crescent does, and then it's a smaller area than the Crescent, and it just does damage over time, and it's not much. It's like units can walk through it, and they don't care.
That's funny.
Yeah. So like you'll see it coming, and you'll just still walk into it. Like this is fine.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Fucking hit me with your pea shooter.
Exactly. It's really sad.
That is kind of sad. Yeah, I kind of wish. I don't know. RTSs are fun. I wish I played more and stayed into them, but Greg U's a fun one to do.
Yeah.
I can't play more RTSs though.
Yeah,
They take too much time.
I don't have time to learn any new ones myself either. So
Yeah. No, I'm trying to learn this one because it's kind of fun. But
yeah, I really like this one. I just kind of randomly decided to play it one day, and I was like, all right, I guess I could stick around a little bit.
yeah, isn't that how it always is?
Mm-hmm. But okay, I'm gonna see if I have any luck at getting a game or two at 10 p.m.
I believe in you.
I find very unlikely because I doubt you want to play Mr. Monster Sanctuary.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, I'm prepping for stream. All right.
I know.
Old bitch boy. Also, I was not at my computer when you did message me. I had just left it on most of the day because I was working, and then I had a meeting, and then I went upstairs immediately to go talk to Aaron, and then I got a little ping on my phone, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it's 7. Huh?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 7 until like right before 7 because Joss came home late from work.
Yeah.
She came home, and like 20 minutes later, I was like, oh, it's 7. Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's okay. We still got it, you know? And before 7:30, so.
Yes,
So it all
sir.
worked out in the end.
But okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording here.
Cool.
Thank you for tuning in. Check out the Grey Goo Discord if you stumbled into this video. I'll leave a link in the description unless I forget, and then somebody will tell me and remind me. And you can always try to support our Patreon, which funds tournaments. And check out the Twitch, twitch.tv/Fire2. Do you want to plug yourself?
Sure, why not? Twitch.tv/Legendary5.
Spelled out.
What?
Spelled out, not the number 5.
Oh, yes, correct.
For those of you who don't know, that's Five.
Yes.
But okay, I'll keep the stream running for a little bit. Try to find a game. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in to the Twitch chat. I'll keep the stream running after the video. These videos are recorded on stream, so be sure to check it out if you can. Bye.